I was right.
All right. So we're gonna give this a shot. Hi, everybody. I don't even know where the mic is. Oh, there it is. This is weird for me. I'm gonna have to projection. So we're back.
You got quieter when you did that.
I did. We're in Spielhaus.
Spielhaus.
They're kindly letting. Yeah, I'm gonna stop the dungeon for a
It
second.
is very loud dungeon right now.
That's some crazy loud dungeon. That's like Bilbo dropping rocks down the thing, or Frodo. One of them. Pippin. I don't know.
I think it was
One of them.
Pippin, stop it. All right, so we're at Spielhaus, a lovely place, Dufferin and St. Clair. You should definitely come on down and check it out. Hey, we got a camera going, just because I had it.
Yeah.
And we're gonna play some
you.
Dungeons and Dragons. I can't even say it without doing it that way now. This is how much. Anyway.
I noticed that. I don't like it personally.
I know.
That's my critical
it's in
feedback.
my head, though.
Yeah, I hear you though.
Critical feedback would be a very good game, group name.
It's
thing.
like
Isn't that actually the name of something?
It probably
critical
is.
feedback?
Yeah. I think I stole that from something on accident. Yes, it is the discussion podcast by Otyugh.
All right, hey.
I think so. I think that's right.
Shout out.
So we are going to play some D&D, and we're going to see how the audio works out here at the busy cafe. But you know what? It's always better to play with friends. So let's go around the table real fast.
Bella. And you want us to introduce who we're playing?
Sure, because
Okay,
today we're
why
playing the Ambiguously Moral
Yes.
Campaign. The
Yes.
Prison
Yes.
Break.
Prison
crew.
Break. So that today I will be playing Rachelle Tajan. She's a lovely, lovely lady, Kalistar, and she is a Tempest cleric. So look for some devastating, you know.
We just got to get you outdoors.
Yeah. And in a war.
Well, not every. The
There are
thunder and the
couple spells
lightning,
that-
yes. However, she does have some beautiful power when it comes that she can create indoors.
Absolutely.
So don't worry.
We are currently in a cave still.
We are.
Talking to an Otyugh.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Our pet Otyugh.
Well,
Maybe. We don't know what's
we'll
going to
see.
happen yet.
All right,
Well,
speaking
Darcy
of,
wants a pet.
I
speaking
do.
of Darcy,
Either way, I win. I either get a pet or I get to chastise Gordon. It'll be great.
who's over here, by the way.
So I'm Darcy. Gordon hasn't spoke yet. I'm just eating a sandwich. It looks delicious. You can find my links at twitch.tv/DarcyBits. If you care about that stuff, it's got mostly art.
And the time-lapse stuff. I love that last game. We're going to keep doing that if you don't mind.
I
Anything
would
you
love
wanna
to. I
send my
mean,
way?
if it's got good scenes that'll make. It was fun. I did a lot of background stuff, with
pressure on
like
me.
landscapes and stuff, and I was like, ooh, pretty landscapes. Anyway, playing Hen. Hen is she identifies as a paladin, but is mostly mechanically a bard. That's about it. Okay, let's toss it over to Gordon.
I'm Gordon, and I am playing a Hope of Vengeance Paladin. He was originally from a different campaign that ended, and he's come over and joined this campaign, and he's part of the Prison Break.
Yeah, and you guys all met on a prison break. You have a bevy of co-prisoners, newly released.
Maybe.
I,
I mean, we left them.
Otyugh food,
We
but
left them in the hall like
that's true.
a while
You guys
back,
are
so they
scouting
might
ahead.
we might show back up and they're all dead. That'd be great.
Yeah.
Where's my plot point? I'm not
Plot
spending it on
points.
that though.
Oh yes, thank you for reminding
Plot
me.
points.
I do like to run.
You spent a plot point.
I do like to run a special mechanic. This is ported in from my Shadowrun. It's originally from Shadowrun Anarchy, where all the players get 2 plot points, where they can basically become the GM for a minute or 2. So I'm going to pass these out as we go.
Thanks.
And if
Use them wisely, peeps.
somebody gets blue.
We really don't use them wisely because we always end the session with 2.
Yep.
Yeah, I
We
know.
get one.
Oh, you used one already.
I was so-
Thank you.
Oh,
so-
they don't recharge on a long rest.
Yeah, long rest. Plot point. You can only be God twice before you take a nap.
Probably like
That's
2
how I
per
feel.
session or long rest, whichever happens second or something like that.
Or when the DM's like, basically, if you got a good idea. And when we're back to doing live streams, you are encouraged as an audience member y'all can get plot points. See the doobly-doo for how you do.
Yeah, or just put, comment on Instagram images, and I'm sure Todd will work it in.
It's true. We had a guest last time, so shout out to Nubasaur for subbing, and we worked him into game. That was fun. All right, so let's dive in, shall we? I think we can. So, as you may recall, you are in the middle of a stinky dungeon, a waterfall kind of entering here with a large lake and a pillar kind of stretching out of it. Very thin ledge wrapping around the side. The water is dark and not stagnant, but you can tell that it is dark and it is deep.
If anything reaches in or out, it makes a farting sound.
That's absolutely true.
That's how viscous it is.
Yes, exactly.
Weren't we doing that last time?
We were. The sound effects kept chiming in with that. I don't currently have that on, although the bell's reminding us.
Well, we've disturbed the water enough that viscous layer has been broken already,
exactly.
so it's fine.
Yeah. So the Otyugh?
I don't know. I read a little bit about pronunciations afterwards, and then immediately forgot it all and went back to how I normally pronounce it.
Otyugh.
The Otyugh is near here, and don't forget to grab a mini if you get the chance. And the nasty stench emanating Otyugh is currently being. You were holding one of its tentacles.
Yeah. It grabbed me, and I grappled it back to be like, no, stay here. Let's have a conversation. And I've since cast tongues on it so that it has to have a conversation with me.
And I believe it directly said, "What is happening?" And then you got some lore dump from an Otyugh.
It got some lore dump. It asked me where I was puked, which I haven't responded to yet because my turn hasn't come back, but I plan to.
I don't have an Otyugh, but I do have a crocodile, so that's going to do for today.
The Otyugh was basically just a massive cord. Because all we saw was the tentacle.
Yeah.
It was good.
Well, its head is bulging up just a little bit from the surface of the water.
Well, it sees through the tentacle on its back, so it doesn't even need its head above the water.
It's true. It's true.
It also breathes through that tentacle. Oh yeah, it's a very well designed evolution.
Yeah, they're good creatures to live in the depths and be your trash can.
It's basically the trash monster in New Hope.
Yeah, New Hope, exactly.
Which I can never remember the name of, but it's basically that. That's what we're fighting.
I didn't even know it had a...
was,
I didn't even know that had a name.
Star Wars.
Yeah.
Just regular old-fashioned Star Wars.
Yeah, but the actual name, Trash Monk. Yeah, Trash
Oh,
Compactor.
the name of the creature.
I don't know.
I thought you meant the name of the
I'm sure.
episode.
Hey, if you're watching this, you can message us. What was the name of the
It was
trash
just
monster
plain old
in A New
Star
Hope? All right, so
Got that bitch started.
we are currently just paused battle, and this Otyugh is busy talking to you all.
Yeah. The initiative had just rolled over, and it was about to be our dear Vengeance Paladin's turn.
Yeah. So now you do hear it. You can hear it talking to you, and talking in particular to him, but you can all understand it. And it's basically saying,
What would you have? Why are you here?
He also injured it, right?
it is injured, yeah.
Pretty injured.
It's a little above the half,
So,
I think.
to just make sure everything is still there, did I have any of my,
You had summoned a spiritual weapon.
I did have the spiritual
That was
weapon.
the question. You had summoned one, yeah. I don't know where it is, but, you know.
It's right there.
It's close enough to attack it, that's all that matters. Yeah.
And I don't know how many rounds I've used it, so...
We've only had one round.
Yeah, it's only really
it's only been one
We started the
round?
fight, I'm
Alright.
like,
That
we're
was
gonna have a
your first
conversation, and then we spent like 4 minutes talking instead of actually fighting.
We started the fight, I damaged it, you damaged it, he grappled it and started talking.
Alright,
Yeah.
so then we'll put her on 9.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So with what he has, I can actually understand it.
You can understand it, you can speak to it, and it can speak to you.
The Otyugh, anything the Otyugh says is understood by anyone else around that can hear it, and anything that the Otyugh hears, it understands. But I think we're still hearing its actual like language, and it actually hears our language. It just interprets it or something. It's weird.
I kind of picture it as being the TARDIS,
Yeah.
right? There's...
Universal translator type.
Yeah.
I always picture it like closed captioning, not closed captioning, but the live translation where suddenly
Right,
the real
yeah.
volume dips, and then the English
Right, yeah,
translation
yeah.
is a little bit louder. So you do still hear.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, I understand.
Farting is a very important part of the nuanced language
Need it.
that is Otyugh.
Do I recognize the type of creature? Like, do I have any sense of like?
You're level 7
Yeah,
now.
on a scale of.
So
On a scale
yes,
of 1 to
you
7.
Would, you would know what this is. You spent time in
I spent time. Yes, so I know what it is.
Yes, you are aware of what it is. It looks.
Something like that.
Okay. So, but it can understand.
It can.
And I believe it's my turn.
Possibly.
All right.
That is.
Well, I will say to you, I've sworn an oath of vengeance on you, and now you must die.
Just so you know.
Oh, you're gonna attack it with my die, really? Yes. I guess you need 2 because it's advantage. Let's go for it.
So, Great Weapon Mastery.
Of course.
First attack. That would be 15.
15 hits. For the record, I named him Otyugh.
Otyugh.
Really? That's the unoriginal name I also came up with.
So, okay.
Oh, man.
First attack, 19 damage. Second attack, Great Weapon. That would hit.
Yeah, 18.
Get to reroll Great Weapon Master.
Yep. Sure.
Of course he did.
Oh, sweet.
22 damage.
Yeah.
Oh, it is looking
So you
rough.
roll
You
with
took
the
2
damage.
slashes, one up. The tentacle is
You want
just
the other
hanging
ones?
off by a thread on one of its. The tentacle you were grappling. Then you did a nice slash under the water, like in through the water, and gouged along the side.
So, and then
It is looking really rough.
with my bonus action, with the half, there's a clenched fist
Right
at the
of
end
your pull on your glaive.
of my glaive.
Halberd, whatever.
I will strike with this.
All right, as your bonus action.
Great Weapon Master.
Oh, okay. Miss. It looks like a miss to me.
That looks like a miss.
You slap the water with a resounding splash.
It'll be my turn.
All right, coming up next. I did not write the order.
Ashton!
I do have it. That was Ashton Rachelle.
Yeah, I thought I got relatively high for once.
You did.
Okay.
You got like an 18 or something.
Yeah. Let's see. It's been a little while. Well, I will,
Oh, wait, I forgot. Otyugh rolled a 1, so you guys.
Oh, I just knew that they were after me. Yeah. I didn't know what they actually rolled.
alright. I'm going to go ahead and, bonus action. Spiritual weapon. What are you, little... Up and out.
Slaps the water.
Yeah, that's 9.
Not gonna do it. So.
Didn't think so. Okay, so I'm then going to, even though I know Pen really wants, to talk to this thing. Yeah, no, not happening. So I'm going to cast. Did I have a? No, I didn't have a Bane on. Okay.
No, not yet.
I'm gonna cast first level guiding bolt.
Nice.
Oh, okay.
Why not?
Make your roll.
Yeah, well,
Let's light this up.
and hey, you'll have advantage on talking to it.
That's not true.
Weapon-based diplomacy.
That is a thing, yes.
Okay,
That
there,
hits.
that hits.
That's
That's
a
a 17, 20, like
Oh,
31.
buckets. Yep, hits. Make your rolls. 46, I think it is.
At level, at,
The base model.
yeah, it's,
That's one of those really strong ones that doesn't scale that well because D6s, but it's like really good at the game.
I say that to Fireball.
3,
Yeah,
4.
you're right.
People love Fireball.
Fireball's great.
Fireball is great.
And that's D6.
Yeah.
It's just a
A
Shadowrun
shit
size
ton.
mitt full of them. I was watching
That
that
one's
video.
cocked, so
I
I'm
missed it.
re-rolling her. I wish I had that thing you have where I can re-roll ones faster. Right. 9, 10, 12. Plus nothing. Radiant. And that's, I'm gonna just kind of step back here.
The bolt leaves you and your symbol with your outstretched hand. What does it look like?
This one, my guiding bolts, I picture it to be kind of like a lightning bolt.
Okay.
Because of the Tempest domain.
The lightning slams into the water and arcs
Yeah.
underneath and just surrounds it. You definitely find excellent purchase as the thing goes rigid and starts. The upper tentacle, the only thing above the water currently. Here, let me get that out of the way.
Sorry about that.
That's okay. Just put that there. Rather that than the other thing. So it arcs around the creature and the whole thing goes. And the last thing you hear, mostly telepathically into your mind, was, "Oh, gee, no." You brought it to exactly 0.
Okay.
All right. The stag, unless you want to hold on, the weight of the tentacle starts pulling on you. And do you want to keep it up or let it drop? As the thing seeps.
I mean, I'll
below
let
the
it
surface.
go, but I'll like watch it, I guess.
Sure, it sloughs down into the depths, and you see the body just slowly retreat out of sight as it drops down. It's at least 20, 30 feet deep.
Don't worry, hun.
Well done.
It's a piece now.
You did a great job distracting. Great teamwork.
What sort of a paladin are you?
Vengeance?
A good one! So you go killing dogs and puppies now, are you?
That wasn't a puppy.
I know. But
My friend,
you killed a starving wolf?
depends. Right? There's starving wolves, but then there are things that are generally just born from evil.
Tell me, what do you know about Otyughs?
That they're pretty evil. They eat innocent people, little children. This one has eaten innocent people, likely little children.
Anyone who died to this creature's hands, it was the tool, it was the weapon. It was the jailers sending people down to their death hour that killed them.
I think you're convoluting the idea of a creature as a weapon. I mean, it would kill regardless of where its location was. And indiscriminately.
Say the same thing about a dog, about a wolf. I don't know about you. Maybe that doesn't mean anything. That's a choice.
You guys hear some rocks dislodge, splash, splash, and a quiet from somewhere off in the darkness.
I'm gonna go look into that.
I can pull my chain shirt off quick. You're saying you allow that? Okay, I'm gonna like crack my neck and pull off my chain shirt. I'm gonna have to take a look, and I'm gonna dive in to the water.
Okay. Perception check, and I get you to do
The
an athletics.
direction that the
Yeah,
noise
sure.
came from.
You're still wearing a heavy canvasson underneath,
Sure,
so it's
that's
gonna weigh.
it's only a 13. I rolled really
That's
bad.
okay. That's okay. And you didn't need a lot. It's just a canvasson, but swimming in clothes.
Yeah, sure,
You're going slowly.
sure, yeah.
I will
Oh, sorry, 11.
also take a look at what the noise is.
Sure. Go ahead and roll perception.
I still have a light
Oh,
stone
minus
in like my
five.
pocket or something, right? Or, like
you-
near enough by that I can grab it on my way in.
Totally. Well, originally you had light on your shield, but it's easy enough to just.
Well, I haven't had my shield since I got imprisoned.
Oh, that's right.
So I've been using it since then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
17.
17. All right. What was your perception?
Yeah, 11.
So 11. You don't perceive much. It's just darkness. You do catch a little bit of a ripple, but you're not sure if that was caused by him diving in or what. You look off this way, and you have eggs. Wait, how's your dark vision?
Not good.
Not great. Oh, it's done this. Okay, well, you definitely pick up
hear
the
it.
ripples, and you hear a very quiet muttering as this voice in the darkness of this. You recognize it at 17. It's Nubasaur, the roguish person who had accompanied you down and then pieced out as soon as the action started.
Yeah.
And you hear him muttering under his breath,
Oh, Drake.
and it's coming from somewhere over here.
I'll call it. Sure. Nubasaur, it's okay. We've defeated the evil creature.
Yeah.
Have you found a way out? Okay.
Path ends and it's hard to climb.
Okay, we'll see if we can help you.
I would have left my shovel on the shore.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna swim with that.
So you can walk along this little edge, but all the rest of this is actually rock. And so as you can see, it's pretty much almost entirely rock, with a central kind of island you can just, those with dark vision can make out in the distance. Just almost an island / stalagmite that's poking up and then joins with the stalactite.
Oh, that's a
I always
rover.
get
That's
those
100% a rover.
well, if it is, it's the biggest roper you've ever heard of. This thing is at least 15 feet across, going up and tapering to only about 2 feet up, pretty high up, about 30 feet in the air, to join
No.
with the ceiling.
I'm underwater. I'm not seeing any
So
of this.
you're doing up. I'm assuming you're kind of popping up and then going down.
So, I mean, depending on how long I hold my breath, which in this game I think is like basically forever.
Yeah.
I'm swimming down to like get a close look at the corpse, basically. I can't speak, so I'm not like actually giving it rights or anything.
Right.
But I'm gonna like do some mundane gestures over it.
Okay, so-
But also, I want to look around for treasure.
All right, so I'm gonna get.
Since it's dead anyway.
You didn't get a great athletics check, so
That's true, I didn't.
As you go swimming down, just the buoyancy in your legs and not being able to like swim as effectively as you could.
Sure.
You can just barely make out a little shape in the darkness that's probably the Otyugh at the very
Sure,
bottom,
yeah.
or at least snagged on something. You're a good 20 feet down, but the water continues at least another 10 or 15.
Okay, I want to pop up because I realize I should cast a spell before I do this.
Sure. So you come splashing up to the surface.
Yeah, I'm probably like wherever I am.
Yeah,
I
you're
don't know.
kind of.
I guess it didn't go that far, so I'm just
no,
like.
no,
mid-
you're just kind of.
Great.
But in your dive, you kind of came down.
Yeah,
and back.
that works for me. Pop back up. I don't know if this has material components, and I don't really want to play my flute right now.
Bards, I often will say, like, you can hum a song.
Yeah, sure, but I mean, it's not material components. It doesn't really matter. I'm going to cast Detect Magic just so I have that active, so I
Sure.
Because my theory is that Otyugh will eat anything. Most of what's going on is probably in its guts, which, actually, if I think about it, I could probably see through, but I'm not planning on slicing it open. But the point is, that's the only thing that's going to survive,
Roll
right?
an intelligence
like,
check.
if an Otyugh eats through a bunch of metal or garbage or whatever, it's probably not.
pass that.
Yeah, well, it's going to survive the process because they're so durable.
Yeah.
So you want me to roll something?
Yeah. I'd like you to roll an intelligence check.
Okay, that's 2 or something. I'll double check after. I rolled a 3 on the die, so it probably doesn't
Dude,
matter.
you need new dice.
My dice are the best.
Oh,
I'm Naive Hen. He's super strong and buff.
So, in your perception check, Bella, or Rachelle, you're at the base of this kind of trickle of a waterfall. It's
Yeah.
about a good foot across.
Okay.
And it's got kind of working its way down. This is slick rock, leading up to about 10 feet up to a little cave opening of the, that you came. That's not going to be the easiest of climbs
Right.
for the people you're with.
Right. So I
thinking
need
that
to
too, yeah.
locate another means of
I mean, it's possible, but
getting out. So I'm gonna cross.
as you recall, there was a split way back.
Yeah, and we learned what was over there because the Otyugh
You did.
lore dumped at us, and I don't remember how they said they came in. I interpreted what they're saying as like, I checked that one out and it was bad, and then I checked this one out and it was good.
Yeah.
But I don't know how they actually got in the first place, so maybe there is a different path that I completely forgot about.
You do remember from it. It came
I
from
thought
somewhere further.
that is
in
what I
this
was thinking, but I
lake.
thought I might have
sorry.
misinterpreted, so.
The opening that it sometimes catches people near was this way, but the
Okay.
way it came in was actually crawling up through a whirlpool, which
Oh,
was
okay.
part of a cave in the other room.
Okay, I thought it like checked out that room and fell in the whirlpool and then had to come back out, not it came in through the whirlpool.
Did you
whatever.
cast detect magic? Is that what you
Yeah.
were saying?
Yeah, I should probably mark up the spell slot, thank you.
Underwater?
No, I can pop back up.
Okay.
Okay, so now
I was gonna be like,
I was-
how'd you do that
I was swimming
underwater?
See how
poorly.
well you do, and a perception check, please.
Yeah, let me just mark up a spell slot real quick. Did you say athletics and perception?
Yes,
Did I get to try again because I'm coming back down from the top?
Yep.
Oh, isn't that great?
Rolls.
This is a level 1 spell.
Ashton, you're going further down to check out Nubasaur, or are you stand? Wait,
That's
these
me.
are- That's you.
Now that I know that it's,
Skelly Man is.
I'm going to actually look for a means to help the others get back down.
Okay.
So, is there any rope, anything that can be useful for us to ferry them down?
You
Perception,
didn't fully
12.
gear up,
Athletics.
No.
20.
so I'm gonna say
Not
you
great.
probably don't have a rope on you.
How in the hell
You
do I
do
have
have some
110
cloaks
gold?
that was in like the guards were wearing.
You
if wanted to
probably,
disguise.
when you first designed the character, had that much money?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it might not stretch the full.
They were made
10
for
feet,
Levi's game, I think.
But if you
Yeah.
got enough ropes, cloaks together,
Yeah.
they'd get a little bit of assistance. As you remember, there was a mother and a tiefling, a couple of older people. The oldest being the cleric of pelor. Oh man, I should write
Time.
these. Yeah, thank you. Time. And then otherwise, everyone else is pretty able-bodied. There's the young, like.
Yeah, I remember Rachelle
Not super.
specifically like assessed the situation. They're like, yeah, they're malnourished, but they're not like beaten or anything,
No.
and like, you know, we like healed who we needed to.
Yeah.
Are there any like vines or things like that?
Go ahead and make a perception check. So my athletics was a 20,
Wow.
and go ahead.
No, I'm
No, I know, I just 22,
22 on your perception. All right.
and my perception was a 12.
now,
They're not great.
You were looking
Not
around,
horrible.
and
Better than
at
nothing.
one point,
Yeah.
with 22, you're looking around and you spot a discarded plate. Someone had come through here, and then you spot a little bit dragged into the water, an old shirt with like a little bit of like ichor and remains of blood, an Otyugh lunch. You do a little bit more digging around and you find essentially one of the miners' gear bags, just kind of about maybe 5 feet below the surface of the water.
Good. I can
We
fish it out with
needed
my
that.
blade.
You fish it out with the fist of your.
Isn't that
of your
convenient?
blade. And you start. Now some of it is in rough shape. Don't eat the food.
I'm not eating
There is a wine skin, depending on how tempted you are.
Not
Speaking of food, how we doing? Where are we at?
You
when
guys-
is the last time we ate?
You were in prison.
You
How
were in prison.
hungry
They
are
only
these
fed you
folks?
once a day, but you have eaten within the last 24 hours. So you're hungry, but not starving.
This may be a good opportunity to make some food.
So you go digging through. You do find a bit of rope. It's been in the water a long time. Some of it might be a little bit rotted, but you check the end and the middle section. You can kind of salvage some of that to get about 20 feet away, which is probably what you need.
All right.
Other than that, there is a hammer and some pitons.
I always say it differently. Yep.
the remains of a climb kit. The harness is rotten away, but
How many of us are there?
and the bag
Like
is
14.
somewhat
So I guess
serviceable.
plus us, there's like
one
17.
strap is broken, but the other one should hold if you need someone to carry it.
We'll still have to ration it out. It's good for 15
I'm going
folks.
to take the rope and the hammer, and I'll take the pickaxe too. Bring everything that's serviceable back here.
It looks like the pickaxe, just glancing at the handle, it's hit something hard. Like it's probably swung in anger. And it's cracked. It might get one or two good swings out of it, but it's probably not going.
I'm just gonna like leave the stuff there. I'm gonna take the rope.
Yeah.
And basically what I want to do is I want to use the pigeons to help basically have a rope.
Do an anchor point.
Anchor points up.
Absolutely. So do an athletics check to climb back up. And because of the water and the sludge of this area, I'm going to say it's with disadvantage.
Even if he's being helped? Because he's right here, right? And
yeah.
I would have seen him doing
Oh,
this.
you're going to give him assistance?
I would probably
so
hold him.
So straight roll then.
Straight roll.
You're like, don't grab that. That's slimy.
21.
All right, you make it. So
Out
you.
of curiosity, what would a disadvantage look like? I'm always curious.
Oh, 12.
Yeah.
So you managed to climb up the 10, 12 feet, doing an anchor point every once in a while to make, and especially at the top.
Yeah.
So that you take a few minutes and you secure that. That should definitely assist those coming down.
Hold on.
All right, Henry, how was your perception and your athletics?
My athletics was 20, but my perception was only 12.
Okay,
I do have detect magic going,
you do.
and I'm specifically trying to hone in on if there's anything.
So as you're swimming through, you're actually like really quick with that with a 20. You
Yeah,
end up
yeah.
covering quite a bit of distance.
I probably do that thing where I go to the Otyugh first,
Yeah.
right? Because that was something I like kind of wasn't able to successfully
Right.
do. So I go there, I'm just like lay a hand on this like greasy, slimy
still
body.
warm.
Yeah. And like I don't know, there's like a weird like it's you make a good point about the still warm. Like there is something so visceral about just like this is a warm body. Even no matter what it is, it's
with
weird.
no
I don't
apologies.
know. It may be
Living like an Otyugh.
yeah. Anyway,
I just see him like,
Oh,
you
it
know,
is definitely.
rocking it out.
It's definitely the dude.
yeah, I see that.
How do you not kill
A
that?
slightly less charming the dude.
I'm just like deuces. No, okay. So I do that, and it's a thing.
All right, so you do not.
I'm underwater, so I'm not gonna say anything.
So as you're down, so you ended up swimming back towards the base of the waterfall.
yeah.
And it kind of levels off about 5 feet below the surface there, and then it dips back down where debris is washed up and cascaded back down. The
Sure.
So the body is pretty far down. You get down, you touch it, and say goodbye.
Yeah.
Will it in your
Mentally.
Yeah.
Use limited telepathy and put images in its head.
At which point it fails its third death save.
Don't you do that to me. It's a monster. It dies in one hit. That's not a thing.
All right.
I
But
lay
it was
on
your
hands with
pet.
a one.
I know. I was gonna say you could totally do that. So anyway, you bid it farewell, and as you turn your head, there's a very dim blue glow.
Okay.
Somewhere this.
It's like under the waterfall type thing, not towards the island.
No, it's actually. It's probably about
I'm trying to use words to represent this map for
absolutely.
our
So
audience.
where the waterfall hits, it levels off for 5 feet with all the debris that's carried
Sure.
down. Then it drops again another 20, 25 feet.
Sure.
And from your vantage point of basically on top of the Otyugh, which is at the bottom of that,
Right.
you look left and you can see the drop off. And then there's a darker section right underneath where it's like hollowed out. So there's a tiny bit of a cave or recess.
Oh, it's like where it like slept or something. Probably.
Exactly. So it's kind of
Always go to the
layered-
monster's lair. That's
It's layered up
where the good stuff is.
underneath where the waterfall is, but not directly.
I don't do like
You
looting
do see a
adventures that
dim-
often enough. They're very fun.
You see a dim blue glow emanating from the darkness that would normally not be picked up on your vision.
Cool. Yeah. I'm down. Let's go. Let's do that.
All right.
Let's get stuck in the hole.
All right. So I'll keep you still on that 20.
Now,
So you start to move into
Or
that.
you go in, or
Nah.
you're going solo. Good luck.
From my vantage
Remember my
point
motto.
there,
Always split the
fall
party.
down. Rachelle, is Hen still mourning the evil abomination?
Yeah, I think, yeah.
At this point,
Okay,
Nubasaurus comes.
I'm going to. Okay, continue to keep watch. I'm going to fetch the others. I've fashioned a rope.
I must say, you're a very good paladin.
You guys can see the light.
Your single-minded opinion about things. I mean, me too.
Black and red.
In terms of mechanics?
The Paladin Bros.
My Ashton has gone through hell and back with
Yeah.
all manner of evil things.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah.
I have room for nuance, but there are some things there's no nuance for me.
Which is interesting because, just to
Ah,
clarify,
Hen has never killed something.
I think what you are forgetting,
Yeah.
you're so focused on this evil Otyugh
It's not evil.
that we just freed 2 spirits
Yeah, I know.
That's true.
That's true. Yeah.
last game.
That was an amazing finish.
That was an absolute.
I have no doubt in my mind
So
that
we
if,
are discriminant.
if Ashton wasn't possessed, that ghost would have died. That was you. That was all you, Rochelle.
Well, this is how
I
you
took
find
a
your way to
risk.
true neutral. Just saying.
I took a risk and it paid off.
No, it was great. It was awesome. I love the dynamic. I'm just messing with
So
people.
underneath the water, because you're carrying a light spell, a light source. on
Yeah,
the
I got
rock,
that
you can
probably
see
one-handed swim.
Basically, well, I was going to say you cast it on your pendant.
Sure. Yeah, that makes sense.
Your pelor symbol.
Yeah.
And so as you can see underneath the water, the people watching can see basically where Hen is.
Yeah.
And then you see it dim and then almost disappear as she makes her way back up and under. At which
I'm
point
going
Nubasaur
to
comes
mine-
back, pads back, and says, "Right, I can't seem to get out that way. They have hard climb. I didn't really want to swing." I think that's a new voice, but deal with it.
Yeah, it is. I like it. He's much soberer now.
Yeah.
Got some of the water in my mouth. I don't recommend it.
Ew. All right. Well, we're
Yeah, I'm
gonna
slowly
keep
taking
looking.
poison damage
He
every
turns
turn.
and spits.
I'm gonna mind link with.
Oh, you and your damn telepathy. All right, yes.
Sorry,
No, it's good. It's good. Who are you mind linking with?
Ashton.
Okay.
I think
He's
so.
just at the top looking around.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna FYI him. Listen,
Yeah.
I don't know what she's doing, but I just saw her swimming under the water. She disappeared. Obviously, there's an underwater cavern she's going toward. Gotta keep an eye on her.
Okay.
So you go to the edge.
Keep watch, and I will
I
fetch
will.
the others.
I will
Okay,
keep
so
watch.
you go padding back. Meanwhile, underneath the water,
Great.
it's a large creature, so it's a fairly large ton.
Okay,
It
I thought you were
obviously
saying
would've-
you see a large creature, and I was like, ah, crap.
You're
It
dead.
had a mate. Okay.
And I'm
Round
looking for
2.
bubbles.
No
just-
bubbles, nothing
Like I'm
major.
just looking to see if there's any.
Nubasaur and you are both
disturb-
side by side looking over like, what are we looking at?
Look for like loss of air bubbles, maybe. Like she's dead,
Nubasaur clutches the
or
pickaxe.
that there's a disturbance and she's being eaten right now by the creature's girlfriend or something.
You know, I thought my day would get better when I left prison. Alright, so you're underneath the water. That creature that you just left behind you must have squeezed through this section.
Sure.
It started at about 10,
Right.
12 feet. It gets down to about 8 feet wide, which is plenty for you to
For
see,
me.
but you're just down. The sides are slick with slime. There is no air pocket down here
Sure, yeah.
at this point. As you swim down, arch down, down, do another athletic check for me.
Yeah, give me like an idea about time and stuff, because I've been ignoring it, but I don't
No
actually. Do you want me to actually figure out how long I can hold my breath?
I'm sure it's
There is a rule.
constitution's okay,
There's
but
a
it's not
ruling.
great.
It's usually what is it? Con plus.
Yeah, it's like your modifier
Your
in minutes or
level?
something. Honestly.
yeah, and I'm
I
sure your
think
con
it's-
modifier
My
is pretty good.
con's not terrible, but it's not as good as you might think. It's only 2. It's only
Okay, so you've been down for about 1 minute.
2. Okay.
So after 1 more minute, you're gonna have to start making saves.
Okay. Yeah, I
At
think I'm
which
okay with that.
point-
Yeah.
So you feel like, well, go ahead and how do you do on your athletics?
Oh, you want me to get the second one?
Yeah.
Okay, or a third, I
Not
guess,
ev-
at this point.
not everything is-
That is a 28.
28.
18 on the die, plus 10.
That's plenty. So you power through, and you notice that the tunnel starts arcing in an upwards direction.
Okay.
Um,
Am I still seeing any signs of magic, or was I not even? Was I just
There's just
completely
a-
unrelated to the blue thing? I was
no, you
following?
definitely did
Okay.
see something, and up ahead is a little blue glimmer.
Okay.
Just, you don't catch it all the time, but
Sure,
you
yeah,
just got an ever so slight, almost
Whenever
like
the
there's
like space between the wall isn't too thick to block it.
Well, actually, it's more like something above is casting a light source down to the water.
Okay.
But there is actually no real light source. It's just a magical
Right,
emanation.
right,
But
yeah,
the
yeah.
rock would block it. Green. So, at this point, you go another 20, 30 seconds. Just powering through.
Yeah, I mean, if we were in combat time, I'm moving, 15 feet
Yeah,
every
no,
6 seconds. It's basically infinite.
Absolutely.
You're so predictable.
After a little while, you come up, you think you see a little glimmer up ahead of silver
Says the
blue
girl
light,
who's holding the same
and then you
thing.
realize it's the surface. And you come back out.
Yeah, that. Yeah, good. You want me to do it? I did it.
Alright. Do a con check.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Con save.
Save? I might be. What do you think? Other paladin who knows what my saves are? It's like charisma and willpower, isn't it? I don't think I get con. Yeah, okay. Wisdom, whatever. 17 plus 2 for
Oh, you're
19.
fine. The air
Feeling good.
here is breathable,
Uh-huh.
but foul.
Okay, good.
You've broken the surface. You
Is that fart
glance
noise?
around. Oh, it's the whole thing smells like the inside of an Otyugh bowel, which is why you're basically gagging. But
Yeah.
you managed to be okay. You can look
Alright,
around.
friend, let's see what you got.
There's-
Guess.
There's some shapes in the darkness. It looks like the water ends about 10 feet in front of you, and then it's just a little pool, and then it opens up into about a 20, maybe 30-foot cavern, kind of irregular shape.
Oh, wow.
Another secondary cavern here, and the whole place is just littered with refuse and bones and thick algae and
Cool.
just sludge.
Algae, you say? I will cast Speak to Plants. That's not true, I don't have that spell.
You do notice.
But I was tempted.
One of the first things you notice is you are maintaining your concentration, and it's still within the 10 minutes.
Alright, sweet.
So your detect magic, you are picking up a dull blue, like pale blue iridescent glow from one of the lumps over in the corner.
Let's go look
Do
at
you have
it.
dark vision? No, you
No,
don't.
here.
Do you have a light source?
I have a light source. Yeah.
Alright, so the
I have a light source
stone
and
in
I've got
here is-
a spell going on. Yeah.
The stone in here is mostly like covered in a thick slime.
Sure.
But it's very irregular, nothing hard. And there are kind of outcroppings here and there, kind of irregular shape. And you look ahead and your light glints off of, that looks like an old broken sword in the sludge. You see some coins scattered in amongst.
Sure.
You see...
So some things are like still salvageable.
Oh,
I was
possibly,
expecting
yeah.
only magic stuff to survive. It's
No,
like
no.
diet.
I mean, it's not acidic per se. I mean, it would digest
Sure.
anything like even as much as leather.
Right.
But anything metal would probably come through the process very sludgy. Depends on how old it is.
Sure.
If it's non-magical, it's probably pretty corroded. It's
Right.
really humid environment. You can see it's super coated in sludge.
Right.
So any finding of things is going to be very hard work. Except, of course, you've got detect magic. So
Right.
you can see something glowing under. It's only partially exposed in a corner, and that's what it is for you.
Awesome. Cool.
Oh, and
So I might also
perception.
like sift around the room. Perception for me is only +2. But hey, I got an 18. It's a 20 total. Boom. But yeah, I'll, depending on like if it seems feasible and it's not gonna take too much time, I'll like maybe pick up some gold because that'll be useful.
Sure.
If there's like a shield, I might take that because I'm lacking one. It might fall apart the first time it gets hit, but hey, that's one less hit to my face, right? Until, yeah. So that kind of thing, yeah. I'm not like specifically looking for like.
All right, big money. Big money.
Yeah, give me something good.
Random generator. You're not gonna get all of this, but
No, yeah.
A
just
portion
pull
of
the
it.
list and then you do it.
all right.
Oh,
So,
I guess I should probably be ready. Sounds like you're gonna make me write things down.
well, do a perception check first.
I did, I got a 20.
Oh boy, a natural 20 or?
I got
dirty?
an 18 plus 2.
Okay. So you spend some time. You see some gemstones.
Okay.
Grab those.
Stones, I'll take them.
You're not sure if it was part of the cave or not, but the more noteworthy ones is you've got a chunk of amethyst worth about 100 gold on a glance.
Nice.
You see some coral, also worth about, not coral, but coral, worth about 100 gold.
I feel like I don't know what that is now that you're saying it differently. How do I spell
I'm
that?
it's still the same as coral.
It's weird. Okay.
I'm just mispronouncing it just because I can.
Okay, what'd you say about
You find 2 bloodstones. Oh, it's worth 100 GP.
Okay.
2 bloodstones in your quick cursory glance, each worth, if you had a street value, it would be about 50. Is that making you track this?
Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm writing it down. Not
Yeah.
because I think I'm amazing at
Exactly.
phrasing. It's at 50.
Yeah, and then let me do a quick percentile dice here to see how much of this you get to keep.
Cool.
Well, that makes the math easy. All right. As you're sifting through, you find a scattering of various coins, silver mostly, some gold.
Sure.
It's on a quick scoop, and
Yeah.
he's going to need to clean it.
Yeah.
Probably about 400 GP worth. But it mixed and clean.
Yeah, if I can just like grab some gold, I'll just do that.
Okay, so you end up digging out about 200 worth of the actual gold as you're kind of sifting through. More notes.
Yeah, I know that like most players would just write down 200 gold, but that doesn't like make any sense in my brain. So I'm not
you gotta
actually
write
gonna.
down what the gem is. Though.
No, I already got the gems.
Yeah.
I'm just saying I'm not gonna like carry around 200 gold pieces because I don't have like a backpack. You know, like this is not a normal D&D game.
All right.
Look around.
So I've got like 10.
Okay, so
Look around
in
there.
amongst the
We have a pack
in
up
amongst
there.
the pile of sludge, you also find a sphere, probably about the size of a large, like about this
Baseball-ish,
size.
yeah.
Should I write this down, or are you gonna identify it?
What do you
Do
mean?
an Arcana check.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, sure, I'll do Arcana.
See if you recognize it
What's
from your
that?
studies.
Is that a 2?
That's a 2.
Yeah! I don't know
small-
anything about this. You write it down.
Just yeah, I'm gonna have to do that.
Because I'm going to be like, what's this thing when I identify it like 4 sessions from now? You're going to be like, I don't know what that is. Let's re-roll the loop.
Yeah, exactly.
Tell me what it looks like.
It's almost opalescent, opalescent. I don't know.
It's like a giant pearl.
Opalescent. It's like a giant pearl, but it is more see-through than that, and it sloshes
Translucent?
ever so slightly. It's opaque, but it's kind of swirling ever so slightly.
Give me like a 2-word thing to write down so that later when I say, what
Globe.
is this? You know what I mean.
Pearl
Because otherwise I'm going
Pearl
to say,
globe.
right, because otherwise I'm going to be like, what's the baseball pearl? And you're
Yeah.
going to be like, I don't know what that is. So pearl,
Pearl
globe.
globe.
That's better.
Pearl
As
globe.
long as it's titled the same way in our notes so that you don't don't.
You also find,
You know what I mean?
kind of scattered in amongst, and you would normally have just assumed it was wreckage, and because there's like bits of refuse and wood and all this stuff. There's a box,
Ah, sweet.
but it's actually glowing.
Oh, nice. I mean, I could use a
You know,
box anyway. Is it made
so
of metal or
you
something?
pull out the box,
Is that why it's
it's-
not like been eaten?
It's a wooden box. It's about 12 inches long,
Really? Not
6
wood?
inches wide, 6 inches deep.
I do wood if I was really good.
So, but the magic, it is clearly magical.
Cool. Magic.
There are some runes inscribed on the bottom of it.
Nice. Let's get cursed up in here. Oh, can I do that actually? I'm gonna spend a plot point for something in here to be cursed.
Oh, done. I will take that. All right, I love it. I love it. You also see a.
Oh, I'm feeling like this is Levi's game all over again, and we've got this.
Look, if you don't
artifact.
stick your hand in every hole, how do you know when something would have bit it off?
So you also find a morning star
Oh, okay, yeah, sure.
that
I'll
is
never
also
use this.
glowing magically,
It's like cool, and I'll leave it there.
and you
Oh
find.
man. I think I do actually. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's.
Are you guys
fine.
gonna be mad at me as a party if I leave this Morningstar?
We don't know.
Yeah, I know, but I mean as players, like we're playing a game together. I'm not trying to ruin your guys' fun, right?
Well, you know that
find-
we can use it.
Yeah, I know, but I don't like you killing things.
You find a
then you don't actually care how we feel about it.
You also
It's a
find,
party.
It's made of like ceramic, but reinforced with bands of
Is this
iron.
the Morningstar still?
No, this is another thing. It's a jug.
Oh, sweet. I got like an alchemy jug or something.
You just hit the jackpot.
I did apparently. Wow.
There's
So
also,
ceramic
I
jug.
can make some water in it.
as you step, you hear a clink and a of glass breaking as well.
I stepped on something.
Yes, you did.
Sweet. I'm gonna look, but I don't expect it to be something that's broken. I did pick up the Morningstar.
How long has he been
I
gone?
felt bad.
Now it's been about. He's been digging through gold and stuff. You're approaching 10 minutes.
So I will pick up the Morningstar. I can at the very least sell it. Yeah.
I'm gonna.
You look where the glass was broken, and there are 3 vials. One of them is now shattered and leaking.
Oh, okay.
Of like potions.
I'm gonna.
You know,
mind
I'm
link
gonna
back to-
leave them. I feel like I don't want to drink a potion in here. No offense to the Otyugh.
They're still cool, other than the one that's broken.
You know,
they look
I
like
don't
they were
know.
once part of like a
Well, this is
belt
like in
pouch.
the chest, isn't it?
No,
No, it wasn't. I stepped on it,
this
so it
is
couldn't
you
be.
stepped on.
Okay.
So it was in the pile. It was
Wait, so-
was it a belt loop of something? You find a belt
That
with
box,
like
by the way, I guess I didn't
pouch?
ask at the time. The magic box, was it like, did you tell me something was in it, or did I not open it because it was like locked or something?
Right now it's just actually almost a solid piece of wood. It's
Okay.
like weird,
I don't know how I
but
could
it is
open it.
glowing. So there's a rune on it if you want.
Okay, but it's not like a
Well, with
sieve or
with that Arcana check, you don't have.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that's fine. I just wanted to make sure I didn't like skip over something. Great. So ceramic jug with bands. I don't know exactly what you said.
So there was a pouch that used to contain 3 potions, now only 2.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave those. Okay.
I'm gonna mind link him and be like, hey, he's been gone for over 10 minutes.
Yeah, you guys should do
under
a scene,
the
right?
water. Do I go after him?
He's actually out of
Just
range.
again, like,
Is he?
Yeah,
With
he
a
hand
went-
is a
mind
lady
link?
just
he
to
went
be
back to hit
reiterate.
the others.
I don't say it
So
that
you're
often.
standing in the dark with Nubasaur. Nubasaur's like, right,
Oh,
if the
right,
others
it's
don't
only
get
60 feet.
then I think we should split.
Huh?
The others are probably dead, and we all recaptured. I've got places to be. Why don't we make good our escape? This is Nubasaur.
And I just
Can you make a persuasion check?
go right back. Boom! I just
Do it.
block
Make your-
his
make your roll.
ass. I hope. Damn dice.
I mean, he is
You never
very
know.
He's extremely
He's got like a 20 dex or something.
No, not quite that.
There's a lot of explicatives happening right now.
As you roll a 5?
Yeah, I do not think that that my unarmed attack is.
Can he dodge and then like dip you?
That's 11. He doesn't have a lot of armor on. I'm hitting his face. I mean, 11.
11. He's very dexy.
Very dexy.
Sorry.
Oh yeah, just sidestep, dip you.
He gets out of the way and let's do this real quick. Here we go. Awesome.
And I'll just basically look at him and be like, we're going nowhere. Intimidation.
Okay.
And I have advantage on those.
Yes, you do. Does anything weird happen with your Kalashtariness? It's just something you're good at?
Yeah.
Okay, it's not like the
I am-
spirit manifests behind your eyes or anything?
No, I just kind of, I just have this, I guess I like furrow my eyebrows the
Yeah.
right way that I just look like I'm
Whoa.
a bitch.
Great. Had to ask.
All right, that's a 16 and a 12, so I'll go with the 16.
All right, he's
And
gonna roll this
intimidation,
Wisdom to
that's 18.
not good enough. So he's like, all right, it was just a thought, all right? You don't have to get all upset. Just a quick recap. He is approaching middle age, human,
Yeah.
definitely a rogue of some kind.
Yeah.
Right.
Has been in prison a while, kind of stringy hair, kind of rat-like appearance. Sorry, Nubasaur, we love you for subscribing, thanks so much, but this is the character that you are lovingly named after. So yeah, he's like, all right, no problem. All right, we'll wait till we get captured.
Do I go after him? I am going
That
to.
one takes off.
I'm gonna take off the chain shirt.
Yep.
And I'm going to just kind of dip my toe into the water.
Do you need line of sight for your telepathy stuff?
creepily. You don't need line of sight, but stone tends to block these.
Okay,
kinds of
cool.
things.
Yeah, because like I'm under, so I might be within 60 feet. Probably am, honestly.
You're
But
probably on the edge.
I just thought I'd
of
ask.
that,
I
but
figured
yeah.
you needed line of sight anyway.
That's true. I'm gonna try.
You could try.
I will try.
So the water is oddly warm. Nearer the waterfall where you are, you can feel the cool trickle, and then it gets warmer.
Maybe he's
And there's
taking
sludge
a
floating
leak
on the
in there.
surface.
All right, I am gonna get in the water up to my.
5 feet is no problem.
So I'm not entirely sure what the timeline is here, but I would love to see what's going on with Ashton.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Come back.
and I will
I just wanna know if she's going
try
all the
to
way
Yeah, I'm not sure how long
mind
you
him,
waited and blah blah blah. Rana definitely
knowing
back by
full well
then.
that Ashton can't hear me.
I'm gonna say, unfortunately, due to the
They go
curvature of the stone,
Okay.
it's not gonna work.
I expected that, but I figured I'd ask anyway.
Roll plus two.
Ashton, you are a little nervous walking in the dark on your own, getting a little bit of PTSD flashback from when that time you almost party wiped everything in your minds and here. I'm assuming.
Correct.
Yeah. So you get weird echoes of that time. In fact, that is a win. So much so that you actually can almost hear the voices of recalled companions. Yeah, exactly. At which point you make your way back past the fork in the path back to the carved opening, and you get back to the rest of the group without incident. Okay. They are there. The big dude at the entrance hears you shuffling along and calls out.
Wait, you stood.
No, you won't. It's Ashton.
Is everybody okay? He goes from gruff bear to like almost happy puppy dog. As much as a guy his size could be as he greets you. The flickering, they found some broken torches, the flickering light of the lanterns that they took off the wall, and he greets you. You see the little huddle of about 12, I think it was about 12 people.
I believe we found a way out. It was a creature, but don't worry. We killed it.
The woman, the tiefling woman, comes walking up to you and says, we heard some guards, but they've gone quiet. That was only about 2 or 3 minutes back. I think maybe they noticed that they heard some shuffling, but they haven't gotten him yet.
Well, say, quiet.
Alright. So you make your way back down, leading them. The kid, as you're walking by, sees the fork in the road and starts going down the wrong way a little bit.
Grab the gate.
Alright, do a stealth check. At disadvantage because you're marshalling all those people.
That makes sense.
You're rolling on
This
their back.
sounds to me like it's not that long that would all take. Right? There wasn't like a whole scene or
But you're like sifting gold.
I'm taking a long
No,
time.
it's
But,
a bit of a hike, but other than that.
Previously, we had said that Rachelle had waited like 10 minutes or something.
Yeah.
I think probably she'd meet up with Ashton before she came after me, unless 10 minutes was an exaggeration. That's what I'm saying.
No, it takes a good 5 minutes for him to get back and probably return. So it's about synced up as he's starting back.
Right.
You're standing
Awesome.
up to your waist and a little over your waist in the water, being like,
Yeah, I'm
Can you hear
gonna
me?
cast light
okay.
onto my mace.
It's gonna be hard to swim with a mace, but you can cast it on your holy symbol real easy, or some. Or a hand
How
even.
far would?
It depends on what you want to do with it. But I'm just saying, swimming with a mace in your hand is.
Yeah,
You probably want a belt.
Like trying to think, like I would be holding it ahead of me,
Okay.
kinda.
You're gonna be doing athletic checks at disadvantage.
Okay, don't want to do that. Really don't
First
want to
one.
do that. Let me see what else I have on me, because really all I have is my emblem.
And
Really.
like a gambeson that you took off the guard.
Yeah.
And like,
I mean,
you're
we
close
don't
enough.
have much.
No.
We just,
So,
okay.
As we're going, I'm going to use my landing hands on myself to get myself up. I'm just slightly damaged. My intent is, so I rolled an 11 on this time. Okay. To ferry them to the top.
yeah.
Have the big guy kind of go first and help them down. I will actually hold them in. Okay.
Sounds good. So you're still about 2-3 minutes out at this point. So you cast the spell. There's a nice light source glowing. You can see the sludgy water. Nubasaur standing there with his arms crossed, looking at you like you're keeping an ear out, otherwise just looking uncomfortable in the environment.
Okay.
You can see no sign of him, no light flickering or anything for several minutes. You did see where it disappeared, pretty much directly underneath
Yeah.
you from where you're standing. You're kind of peeking over the edge.
I'm
You
gonna
think you see- do a
try.
perception check for me. You don't see jack.
La 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 la.
The echoing and the sloshing of the water. You all of a sudden on your right, an Otyugh rises up and looks like it's reaching for your elbow. What do you do? It's that whole like rat chewing your foot kind of reaction.
I cast Sacred Flame.
You blast it, and of course everything of yours is kind of
Dex 15.
storm themed. So the blast of arcane energy comes
Yeah.
out, or
Radiant.
radiant energy comes out as an electric kind of,
Okay.
and you zap this thing right next to you. Let me do a quick save. And the moss floating on the surface of the water that brushed your side as you were looking for her makes its dex save. If it wasn't a natural 20, you actually miss the moss and blast the water. Just like that. And and Nubasaur's like, oh yeah, think. Nubasaur reaches in and gets his pickaxe in and hefts up this large, about almost 2 foot wide section of floating moss and sludge that brushed up against you. He's like, I think he got it. Nice shot, Deadeye. You give me.
Read between the lines, read them. And I'm gonna try one more time to contact
Ashton?
Ashton. To see, it's been probably 12, 13 minutes
Yeah.
now. I'm gonna try one more time,
And what do you say?
if he is not there, I'm going down.
Okay.
Ashton. Can you hear me?
All you pick up is me.
Continuing towards them, repairing my glaive.
You thought for a second you heard an echo, but it might have been your former companion. What was their name? Who was lost?
Bar.
Lost in the mines of Philander?
We smashed bits by
You remember it being
the
like,
Minotaur.
look out for the...
I wasn't there.
Well, you can almost imagine what it was saying.
Accordion smashed. Played wonderful music on that accordion.
Sometimes you get the horns. The final words.
Unlike
And
other
all-
bards, he would inspire me all the time.
That's a rare bard. Most of the time they just flip you off.
But I mean,
Hey,
it
sometimes
helped
that's
me through
inspiring.
Some very difficult fights. And then Goliath.
Alright.
So for you're having these recollections of your former companions, and you just catch the tail end of me. You're just like, was that? Whoa! You give your head a shake and keep on marching. No reply.
I'm gonna
Make your athletics check, please.
hold myself, cast guidance,
Sure thing.
and Deep breath,
That's smart.
and under I go.
All right.
I should have thought
Every
of that.
once in a while, I
just-
have my moments.
For just a second, Nubasaur flinches as this downburst of sudden gust in this almost static-filled place rushes as a sign of your deity watching over you. As a storm gust just pushes gently down upon you as you sink beneath the water. Go ahead and make your athletic check with a D. Whenever you want to spend a D4. You know.
Yeah,
It doesn't
let's
have to be the
let's
next one.
see
You can
first.
wait on it. Well, I think you have to use it before you roll.
I'm gonna spend it.
You, it's
Oh
just that you might.
my
You might want
God.
to save it for that. Like that.
Give
that,
me
there's not
this.
gonna be a lot
It
of
won't
save.
even matter.
You might.
Okay, well,
You might have been not quite ready as the gust of wind pushes you down, and as you go in, Nubasaur was not.
that was
kidding.
acrobatics.
Athletics.
Athletics. Well,
Nubasaur
that's
was
a
not even joking with that natural one. You get a
6, 7.
snootful of sludgy, filthy water as another.
I come back up.
You come back up gasping, gagging, and retching, and Nubasaur's like, ah!
Shame you're not a paladin. You might have a disease now.
He's just like, oh, you're awesome.
All right. Yeah, that's how you want to play, bud. All right.
You know, I'm
love
watching
nicknames.
a 6.
Yeah. Sure you are. And I cast Toll the Dead on him.
Oh. Well, let's hope he's not level 1, because that would just kill a dude. He's probably not, though.
Wow. He told the dead is a wisdom.
This saves 15.
Does a 17 pass?
It does.
So, he's like, he growls. He's like, get out of my head. The tricks don't work. I've been down here too long.
I'm a Toydarian.
Alright, so I'm gonna
He hears
cast
adult
guidance on myself again, and I'm gonna go back under. I hope this time my
he
brain...
realizes you're serious and gives you a little bit of space this time and walks off, grabs a stone, and starts throwing it at things in the water.
Like skipping stones.
Yeah.
And
Wait, how?
let's...
Now-
Like, I don't know what is going on with my dice tonight.
Well, if you're gonna.
Did you touch them?
I don't know.
I do
Okay.
not.
They licked them.
Alright, you
I
didn't...
do know someone who
You
did.
didn't-
I know someone who touched your dice. It was Gordon.
Not these ones!
I
He's
did
got
touch
that
one of
one!
your D10s.
Okay, he never got to give it back. Okay, that's fair
I
then.
mean, I feel like you've Will Wheaton them. Okay, so that is now
Oh man.
16.
Okay, you're doing pretty well. You get down,
take
and
that
at
as
which
a
point you
pass.
find. Yeah, oh, definitely. You get
And
down.
I have 4 minutes.
So you're down underneath and you see the same thing. You see the tunnel opening up underneath the lip. And you're like, oh, that's where she went.
Oh, okay.
So you assumed it was
I'm
there,
gonna
but
go
you
straight
definitely find it
there.
no problem. You get about halfway down, swimming along. At one point you brush against the side, trying to kick off, but your foot just goes and
Right.
sinks in about 5 inches further than you think it should. And you're just like, oh.
I start going a little faster.
Do another athletics check. You got plenty of air left.
Okay, that's
Same.
another 16.
No problem. You're getting pretty far down. The tunnel's arcing its way back up again. Do one last as you can just see the slight shimmer as there's a light source up ahead on the other side of the surface of the water.
All
To
right.
match your own light source. And the same roll again.
Wow!
You
Like,
come bursting up to the top.
that was 3 13s in a row.
Which is
Perception test. 12.
You definitely see the light coming before she
Because I would love to like give her a hand up if I see her coming.
Yeah, you see the light
Cool.
in the water as she approaches with her light source, and then you're ready at the edge as she comes up and you pull her up out of the water.
I see
nice
the
arm
hand
clasp.
coming down, and I mind link.
Yeah.
And hen before I take it.
How you faring?
And I
And that's when the mind flayer pulls you up from. No, I'm kidding.
no, I mind link first.
I know it. So you are now standing in an irregular shape, basically a little nest, an Otyugh nest.
Don't breathe too deep.
Oh yeah, do a con check. Thank you for reminding me. That's probably too good. Oh, not bad. It's over 15, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you're fine.
I mean, I've got a good con save, so it's 19.
Alright, you are totally fine, although it is stank in here.
I'll just kind
It's
of
like-
take my
It's
sleeve.
like whole season never washed hockey bag stank.
Yeah.
For those who like the sports.
With the jock
Which I don't know if
strap.
there's anybody here.
I don't know, but you know,
Maybe.
Paladin locker room. Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah.
you know.
Maybe.
That one guy, Craig, who never washed his jock strap.
Oh my god.
He said it was his lucky jock.
I didn't obviously
Anyway.
go into boys' locker rooms, but I had
You can
an
imagine.
older brother who was a football player.
Yeah. So you are in a regular place. You can go ahead and do a perception check as
Alright.
you've got the stuff. I don't know that you have anywhere to carry it that's out of sight. So you definitely see him.
What the-
I have just like a pile
What is
basically
going on?
of stuff that's been like piled up. You see that pile at least.
Because I can.
Yeah.
Perception, that
You know,
is...
where
Do
else?
you still have that list?
That's...
Yeah.
Okay, so I just wanted to like make sure I went through and I got everything. The
16,
gemstones, they're fine,
17,
like
18,
whatever.
19, 20.
There's the pearl
20.
glow.
Dirty 20.
All right. You also see.
But the good news is I can keep casting.
Yeah, you see a little stack of treasure. You see coins in amongst all the sludge. You
Ken,
take
what
a
are you
few
doing?
minutes to look around. You also happen to see wood and leather scroll case badly deteriorated, kind of poking out of one pile of sludge that Henry missed.
Okay.
You also see. What do you call it? You also see a stick. It just seems oddly out of place. Most of the wood here is irregular. This one's very smoothed over, as though it's been worked, kind of sticking just out of the top of one of the piles of sludge.
Like a magic?
Doesn't look like it's in any way. It almost looks like it was.
Because otherwise I'm just like, you know. I don't
Oh,
wanna clear.
that's true, but you still did a perception check,
Sure, yeah.
which may not have. She got a 20.
Yeah, it's about noticing the things
Yeah,
that are there, even though you can see them.
The very first thing you noticed was the other. Most
Yeah, I'm busy looking at these things. So I'm just like, I probably like after I pulled you up, I've like gone back to like looking at what I've done and trying to like, you know, finish my pile of stuff, and I'm just like, no reason to make it go to waste. And I just want to like see.
I will.
If you see anything, add it to the pile.
carefully Try to move it.
Okay, so which one? The scroll case or the?
The stick.
Okay, so
For
you go,
now.
You go up, and it's about probably a good inch and a half diameter.
shillelagh?
Yeah, but and as you grab it, it's really solid. It's pretty wedged underneath. You rock it back and forth, and you pull, and it's actually a lot longer. It's been buried at a weird angle. It comes out, and it's probably a good 5, maybe 6 feet long. It's some kind of staff.
Okay, it's not
it's
like a
def-
pole arm.
No.
It's more like
It is a staff, like a quarter staff,
Alright.
and it is fine. It is fine workmanship.
Hear someone fall down the waterfall and just crash on top of this cavern.
That was the big guy, and I'm going to spend a plot point to say he failed his save, and he comes splashing down at the bottom. He does take fall damage
Oh, that's a shame.
as he wipes out, even with the assist, and you hear a crack from the bottom of the waterfall. You don't hear this. As the big dude tried to climb down, botched his climb and landed mid that sound.
Weird sound to make. What's he carrying in his pockets?
He landed on the rocks in a kind of uncomfortable way.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
did.
You can see him, he's trying to stand up, and he's like really favoring one leg.
I'll get you when I make it down. But I asked Ubisoft.
You like shout down at him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I shut down the shower. Not
No
you.
reply. Nubiso looked at me like, she took a dick.
Okay, great. Nubisoft.
Wow, that sounds like you drowned her. Don't say that.
It does.
He's a sketchy, he's not evil, but he's pretty sketchy.
He's in here for
I might spend a plot point to make him believe that.
I did nothing. But she came at me, and I'm leaving her alone. She's a firebrand. To be honest, I don't know if I like her or I hate her. But either way, she went that way. He points
Okay,
down
so
in the water.
she's alive.
That's the soul, but she's swimming out.
You sort come here and help the others get down this decline.
Do a persuasion check. Or intimidation, your choice.
Come on, intimidation.
Could have been either one with that.
Yeah, it's good.
Up to you, man. Or deception.
No. I'll actually just be calm and tell the story.
Okay.
19.
Pretty good.
Bucket, so you only got like a 6. You're like, all right. He must be pretty used to following commands at this point in prison. He comes down and holds the rope. He looks at the big guy. He's like, you all right, man? The big guy's like, yeah. He's kind of sitting and he's
Where did you run off to? We thought we lost somebody.
I'm here, man. Just scouting it out. They seem to get along pretty good. They may actually know each other. They're Nubasaur holding the rope, and the big guy's just.
I'm gonna get the others to start. Yeah.
Need a breather.
I'll get the others to
He
start.
fell and took 9 damage.
Oh yeah,
Like, that was a hard hit. I mean, you heard it.
I did. It sounded like glass or something.
Yeah, he definitely yelled at it. Anyway, so you guys are pocketing up. You have it is a fine, there's etchings along it. It looks like some kind of implement for, do an Arcana check or a religion check, whichever one you prefer.
I prefer probably Arcana, but
That reminds
let
me.
double check.
I get schools.
You know what? They're both the same for me, so
Ooh. You see this,
Yeah.
and the runes make sense to you as you flip it over, and it's a story told circularly around the staff. They kind of rotate it as you go through. And what language do you speak? Just curious.
obviously Common, Teutonic, Elvish, Orc, and Tory.
Yeah, obviously.
It's Draconic, but like all of them. You speak all of the languages. So
Not all.
Not Sylvan. We found that out last
That's
time.
I don't speak Sylvan,
all right, it is Draconic.
but I do speak Kori, which is
It is Draconic.
okay.
And it is magical script in etched script, and with that roll, you get that this is a staff of the Python, and you have the command word.
Classic.
So you can throw it on the ground, make a command, and it becomes an ally.
It's me.
I'm keeping that.
It is also it requires attunement.
Yep.
It can be used by a cleric, druid, or warlock. The command word, you throw the staff on the ground within 10 feet, it becomes a giant constrictor snake under your control and acts on its own initiative. Bonus action, you can return it to its normal form. You can mentally command it if it's within 60 feet of you, and you decide what action it takes. And you can have it guard, and if it dies, it reverts to staff.
It's as written, right? It's not
Yeah.
like you modified it.
No,
So
it's
if you need to
just-
look it up later, you can.
It's right
Staff
here.
of the Python.
Yeah, exactly.
It's right here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it too much.
I mean,
So what's that? There are people.
And you also get a scroll case in which.
what is the command?
What do you want to
Just
command?
make it up.
Yeah, they would just say the command word. So something
Internet.
draconic. How could you draconic?
Oh, I love it.
Internet. I want a name for the command word, please.
Which will also happen to be the name of the server.
Okay.
Nice. I'm into it.
Okay.
It's like you call it both.
All right. So.
No, actually, no. You wanted to have a separate name so you can command it and also not automatically turn it back into stuff.
Right.
It would be
So-
a different command word to unturn.
Yeah.
I don't know. Whatever.
Yeah, it's like conjugated differently.
Like instead of going,
It's Pikachu I choose
You
you
know.
instead of Pikachu return.
you go.
If the internet makes nothing else, I really hope it's like Hissy McHissface.
It's the
It doesn't it sounds better in draconic.
It sounds
just
better
like
in
Phil.
Draconic.
It's like.
Nice. But internet, you do get to send that one in. Thank you for remembering.
Thanks.
Alright, so I have to remember to
And
put
I
that in.
Yeah.
I also was gonna look.
Scroll.
And
I would recommend
as a part
as
of
a
my
player.
perception, I want to see what I was originally looking for wasn't goodies, although that's a bonus. I was looking for exit,
From this
another
page,
exit.
there do not appear to be any exits.
So it
except the
seems
one
like
you
it's
gave.
self-contained.
What I was gonna say is that you might want to not open the scroll case because it might be like
yeah.
sealed and
I'm
then
not.
like not.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah.
watertight now. I don't know if you could re-watertight it. Probably could, but you know, iffy.
Yeah, no, I'm
That
not.
might be a future.
And also because it seems, you said when you first described it that it seemed worn. So I don't want to open it because I want to be somewhere where I can more control how it gets opened.
Sure, absolutely.
Right? I might want to do.
You know enough about arcane that you don't want to mess around with it until you're ready.
Yeah, but is there anything on the outside?
No, it does look like it's. Well, do another Arcana check because that first one was for the staff.
That one felt good. My Arcana, I think, is 3, so that'll be. Yeah, that's 6.
It's not something you can make out. It does have some runes carved on the outside. You don't know if they're magical or whether it's just like the name of the person.
I'll wait till I get out.
Also, draconic derived. These are probably from the same person.
Okay.
Just a quick at a glance, they were in proximity to each other. But other than that, you find like bits of an old robe, part of a finger bone.
Pick that up.
Okay.
That's always good. Finger bone of the wizard, yeah. Rachelle, do you see anything that we could like carry this stuff in? I'm sure I can ferry it out, but
It is clawed.
It is
It's a clawed
clawed.
finger.
Almost like, oh, I don't know, Dragonborn?
Probably.
I'm keeping it.
Alright.
Because
that
I
in your
am like that.
That's why this dress has pockets.
Joink. I'm going to look for a bag or.
I think this is like we are both done like searching for loot, and now we are both working together to find something to.
I think
like,
between all the stuff, you find a bunch of half-rotten pieces. You manage to get like the pack part of a backpack, of a pouch, like a small rucksack, is viable.
Sure.
That would hold what you need.
Sure.
But the mace will be sticking out, for example. Not mace, Morningstar.
I will happily
Actually, I think
swim
both
with
of
only my
us-
legs. I think I could probably pull that off. So yeah.
Well,
You
I'm
actually
thinking
do
both of
manage
us
to
are
get
going to
another
have
bit
to
of leather strap that you
navigate
can
the
fix.
box.
You can fix on.
I think both of us are going to have to.
The box is
navigate
only
the
about
box.
a foot by a half a foot.
But if it's wood and
it's
airtight, it's not gonna want to.
Oddly, it feels like it's almost a solid block of wood, but it's definitely worked like it's not. It's very strange.
So it wouldn't be buoyant, or it
It will
We'll find out.
But I mean, you
that's
can pull
the
it.
that's the problem. Whoever's carrying it, its buoyancy may offset
Yeah.
and take them more time. So I'm thinking if the both of us we're minimizing its buoyancy to a level.
Whatever. I mean, we
I'm
work
gonna
together. We
also
get
say-
out.
I would count that as an assist.
Yeah. So
I
I'm
think
gonna
at this
also put
point,
the scroll
this
in
part
it.
of the scene ends, and then we will show up sometime in the middle of Ashton's scene
So,
on the
can I
surface.
get you to do
I do put the scroll in that box.
athletic
though.
check?
Wait, in the box? You
On
haven't opened
behalf
it.
of a few of the others.
Oh, you didn't open
Can
it?
I get both of
It
you?
doesn't
guys?
open, as far as we know.
It's got runes on it, and that's about it.
Yeah.
Just do me a favor. Can you guys do 3 athletics checks each?
Okay.
I'm
But because of the
gonna.
slugs, so it's going to be a straight roll.
This is a
3 athletics
29.
check each from all
Okay,
of
but
you,
I'm still
okay?
casting guidance on you before we go under.
This is not
and
for
my-
you guys. This is for the people climbing down the waterfall. You're just spreading out the dice rolls.
Okay.
But
So wait,
just
what
so
do I
you
add?
know,
then?
when
Oh,
we
when
do
you do,
start
you'll do
going
it.
under,
What's the multiplier there?
They'll just straight roll.
Flat? Okay, so 19, 16,
oh dear.
natural 20. Only roll good on athletics checks.
16. Alright, what'd you get?
I'll start with the good, 18, and there we are. Now the rest, 6 and a 5.
Alright, so the natural 20 is the tiefling woman.
Not the child, the mother?
Not the but the child was one of the fails, and she reaches over and grabs her by the scruff of the neck and stops her from falling. So that neutralizes out one
good.
of them. That means 4 succeed and 3 do not. So they even still they slip and fall. They don't fall the whole distance, but we're talking like bastions on rocks.
Can
scraped
somebody
knees.
fall on the big guy and take half damage?
You know what?
Cool.
Well, they're holding.
You know what? I'll do
You're
that one.
plot pointing that?
I'll
The-
do that one.
actually, the big
because I
guy-
think that would be funny.
Absolutely, although the big guy actually puts himself in that position.
Oh,
he's
so
like,
he makes himself.
Yeah, he's like gotten up by then. He's
Yeah,
trying to catch people.
Well,
He
and
makes
stuff.
he's actually
himself like
still
a
hobbling
thing.
though.
Right, yeah.
So they each take 3.
Which like is a lot for a level 0 commoner, right? Like,
Yeah.
He is
With
not.
no armor.
right, but like these guys
But
fall.
they
These
are.
guys falling might be. So they're, yeah, that one is probably about half. Like fall bad, twist of the ankle. And then the other last one. Ooh. The last person, it's actually the old guy. Oh no, he's not a level 1. He's a level 0. You just get one of the kind of Greg. Greg has stayed till the end with you. He's like, all right, thanks for coming back, folks. Oh, whoop, 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 and just turtles right off the bat. Oh, that is not. Oh, he hits with a sickening at the base of the waterfall. He's healed.
Yeah, he was.
He's not
full
moving.
hell. I never assumed he'd be
His
a
head
level
hit a
0, but he
rock,
might be like guard stat
And
block.
blood is
so.
just seeping out and into the water. He landed badly. I rolled a 5 and a 6. He landed badly. At which point these two, I'm gonna say between this big unit you get to a true.
Yeah, did you want us to make some rules?
I think between your ability and your assisting, and you together can make it through no problem.
Right.
It
If we
would
use
give you a
like
bit of trouble,
if
but
passive athletics was a thing, I'd be at a 20.
Yeah.
So like, it's cool.
So you guys managed to come through. You're gasping a little bit as you pop up. You're at the top. What do you want to do? As this all happens simultaneously. Pop up, leaving out Greg.
Even for stupid things.
I gotta curse the magic items.
So I call out.
Sorry.
We require healing down there. And then turn back. Do I see anyone? Quick scan.
Behind you?
Yeah.
Do a perception.
Do you prepare healing word? Just like as a player question?
19.
19.
Absolutely. He's always prepared, so is Cure Wounds.
When Greg
Well, no,
fell,
cure wounds, yeah, but I was wondering about healing word.
Absolutely.
when
Always
Greg,
healing word because
Range.
so when
Yeah,
Greg fell,
exactly.
he let out a really loud yell,
And
like
when
even
I
louder
get
than
it,
the big
now.
guy.
No.
It was basically his death knell, and he is annoying. By the way, and it echoes through, and you're just like flinching and turn around and listen in the dark. You want a 19?
And not completely.
Yeah.
Flumps.
Nothing yet, but you can hear it echoing off down the hall. If anyone was within a few minutes, they will have heard it.
Okay. I'm gonna quickly go down.
Athletic check, straight roll, please. Sludgy and roll resistance.
See, I can use a lot of my.
Sorry, while the paladin is making his way down, what are you guys doing? Greg is about 5 feet from the edge of the water. I'll give it
Did
Greg.
we make it out before?
Oh yeah, you saw this. He had just hit, and you actually pop up and you hear the yell.
Right, I see him, and the first thing I do is I glance over
I
Shep,
touch.
right? Like,
You go swimming up.
we're holding stuff,
You're
but
dripping water,
healing word is
and
only verbal, so
you're holding it,
hopefully-
and you go up and lay on hands. Make your
Well, it's technically
Or sorry,
Cure Wounds,
Cure Wounds.
but
Go ahead
yeah.
and make your roll. And
Drop something for that? So you're touching.
well,
Yeah.
she left the stuff with you.
I guess I have most of it, because I can carry
You,
like...
yeah, you had the
400
box.
pounds or something
I was
stupid.
assisting you, but
makes
by
sense,
that point,
yeah.
I don't need to assist. I have a staff, that's it.
Right,
And a
yeah, that makes
scroll.
sense. Yep.
Oh, dear, we are. 8.
And his eyes, which were wide open in a glazed over stare at the ceiling, suddenly flicker back and forth, and the spark of awareness comes back into him, and it's just like, oh. And
Greg.
he rolls over, clutching the back of his head. The wound is stitched together, but he's now missing his part of his scalp. Nubaso is standing back and we're like, nice catch there, Jedi. You alright there, skunk belly? Nubasaur's thing is to give nicknames.
I'm into it.
That's
It's
now
good.
his thing. You're Deadeye.
Oh, you are.
Dead.
And Greg is now Skunk Bat. second voice. Because he's got a chunk of his scalp that is no longer got hair on it. But he is alive with 8 hit points.
Something tells me my Kalish me wants to unsettle Visage so bad.
You changeling?
Oh, yeah, that's
Changeling
yeah,
thing.
right.
I rolled
that's
13.
changeling.
13?
That's our other game.
Yeah.
I can't do
It's
that. Unsettling Visage with
the
this.
job you did to anchor that has managed to get 12 people down. But as you're about halfway down, not all the way
And you
down,
can follow.
but the spike at the top lets go, or maybe the rope does, and you go falling down, taking half already. You can do an acrobatics check to take further half. Wow, I rolled a 6. Copyrighted infringement. 16. Alright, so you take half damage, you only take 3. And so you guys are now all collectively at the bottom. The good news is the spike being loose, you've got your rope again.
Yay!
Hey!
The big guy kind of limps up and does it.
How badly?
Do a medicine check.
How much
That's
did you
okay.
feel?
Here's 5 hit points.
Nice. He much appreciates that.
Okay.
I only rolled.
Alright.
Right.
Anyone else severely badly?
He was,
anyone else?
everybody else seems okay. Greg was the guy who fell down, but he's knitted back together, almost back to full health.
Right.
He's been up, down, up, down. Alright, you
Good
guys are
job,
together.
Greg.
You're all bundled around the edge of this, and
Yeah, I'm gonna bring the staff.
Pulling myself out onto this ledge as best I can.
It's like, mine are like, whatever.
Ashton, give us a hand. And I'll
this ledge
start
is,
handing.
you really basically have to go single file along the edge.
Sure, yeah.
I'll take them.
Rear?
Unless you want to
And
go
then
in
we
the
have a
water,
bunch
and there's
of
probably
peaks.
about a
No,
3 or 5
I
foot
don't.
little ledge around as it falls away, and then it drops.
So
I need to grab my chainmail.
I think it's
I'm
Oh,
assuming
yeah.
you gather all your gear and get ready to go.
Yeah. There's a moment, there's some like, thanks Rachelle. Get Drake back
Who
up.
wants to take it
Yada,
over?
yada, yada.
I'm getting he
Alright, Nubasaur's going to be scouting in front. He moves quickly out in front.
I'm
You feel-
going behind him.
He goes a good 20 feet ahead.
I'm somewhere in the middle because like my hands are full. I can't really do
With
much.
12 of them, I'm assuming you guys have to spread out quite a bit.
Yeah,
And each of you will have a few in between you. So you guys are marching along. You go around to where basically the ledge kind of stops. And Nubis was like, you guys kind of push your way past, and a couple people wade through the water just a little bit. And Nubisaur is pointing up. He's like, I think it goes up there. And just around the edge, around behind this, you can feel fresher air.
Nice.
Just coming from back here. But the problem is there's no ledge, so you're gonna have to swim over this.
Okay. This is the closest I've been to this like big stalactite giant roper thing.
Yeah.
Anything I should know about it now that I can actually get a good look at it?
Looks like a bit of an island
Okay.
popping out of this.
Kind of like a
island.
cool cave in there I can explore.
You already got your. Originally, that was where I was gonna put the cool cave.
Yeah.
But I put it over there because I wanted to.
Okay. I was like,
Slay that
but
there.
there's a thing over there.
So hold on. This ends. This is water,
Yeah.
and that's an island.
That's a little island.
And there's a
And there's
stalactite.
yeah, sticking right up and it connects to the sea. There on the far side, you can see a little, almost like a little plateau or beach type thing on the far side.
Over here?
Yeah. I didn't draw it yet, but I will now.
There's nothing connecting the island with that.
No, you're gonna have to go through the water to get there.
Okay.
So this is just
Not necessarily.
well, that's there's a little plateau there, and then another. This one actually, it actually descends downwards as there's an opening. Right?
So we need to go to the water to get to the island and through the water to get to the exit. Presumably.
Yeah, you could.
It's not like
it's
there's a-
only like a 10 or 15. You could maybe jump that if you wanted to.
Sure. And does it get deep or is it like enough
It's
to
pretty
walk?
deep.
Yeah.
The ledge around here
This
drops off.
is a lot.
It's how much? 20?
Yeah, but I mean for
It's,
escorting normal people, it's a lot.
It's
Oh, deep. The
Oh, it's
water.
quite deep,
I'm talking about
but-
how far high.
it's about 30 feet up. 20, 30 feet. It's very irregular. This, I'm going to say it's 10, 20 feet to get to the little island, but there is a little lip around the island. If you did a good enough jump, you might be able to make it. In fact, that's exactly what Nubasaur is going to try to do.
You go to the store.
With a natural 20.
Of course.
He literally, he jumps, he kind
does
of
it.
clambers up on the side of the wall, and normally couldn't stay there for very long, starts slipping down, and uses that to just vault like a cat.
I'm gonna ferry up the rope to.
Lands on the side and like, yeah, still got it. Yeah, baby.
I'm gonna pass the rope up the line.
Yeah.
To Hen.
Okay.
Well, hands in front.
You got a 20-foot long rope. Oh, sorry, 25 foot. 25.
So this has just been handed to me?
Yes.
And I'm just like, I can't really, what?
You've managed to rig enough of a backpack that
Alright,
you're
sure.
not fully...
Whatever. I have a hand free. I grab a rope. I guess I tossed the end of it to Nubasaur. I didn't realize I was so far in the front. I thought it was middle-ish.
Oh.
But that's cool.
all
I
kind
thought
of
that
piling
Rachelle
up.
was in the front.
It's
That's
kind
what I
of...
remember.
I am.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have to do it.
You don't know. I just said pass it to the front.
Right, so I continue passing.
I
I'm
will
at my
grab
party
it,
change. That's fine.
And is our goal to throw it over to so we can.
It's a bit too short to tie off, but it will give somebody
Well, we're
a
hoping
handhold.
we can hold it.
Yeah, you probably have to dangle in the water unless you
fine.
get somebody real strong to hold both ends. Which is
Well,
we have
I'm gonna
pretty strong
throw
people.
it to him.
yeah. Nubasaur holds it and he's like this thin, ratty kind of guy standing at the
Great.
on the other side. He's like,
Yep.
"Look, great, now what?"
Hold it and brace
Tie it.
yourself. Just dig your heels into
He like
the
motions
ground.
towards his own like spindly little arms.
Yeah, so I yelled, tie it.
It's actually a bit too short to
Too
tie.
short to tie to anything. It's not like
So,
just some,
and I'll
If it was a
hold-
50 foot, you could go all the way around, but
Yeah.
it's not like smaller stalactite or
I'll
stalagmite.
hold this end so that everybody can.
All right, so you can
That's
send a rando across, or
Yeah, I mean, if
I say we send one of our stronger people.
yeah, if we can get to the point where like,
And either you and I need to go off first, so I suggest.
well, yeah, we should be at both ends of the road, right?
Yeah.
So we need to get to the point where that is true. But you're at the end, right?
And I'm holding the rear of the
Yeah.
the big one.
Yeah, he was presumably strong.
And yeah, I'm gonna.
But, you know.
I am definitely gonna
As
give
strong as an Otyugh?
guidance to myself
Great.
for holding that rope
Okay,
for
go for it.
whoever's crossing.
Make your. Oh, sorry, Nubasaur's making the athletics, and you are. So go ahead and make that. Nice sound effects.
That was a wise. Sen.
I mean, at this point, like, as long as it's just us, we can swim through that and then set up our stuff anyway if we need to.
So you're holding it. You got it. Nubasaur pulls. He rolled a 15, so he's got it. I'll give that an advantage to try and get across on athletics. But whoever does will have to go in the water. Like their lower body's definitely gonna be.
Is that because of the roll, or just, like, can we get it to the point where that's not true? Which I think is probably fine. They're prisoners.
Maybe-
They're going to have to go through some hardship and deal with it, right?
Maybe
But,
the
you
big
know.
guy and one of you guys holding the other side.
Yeah, I want to get to the
Maybe
point where, like,
do
that's
that, but
happening, right?
Nubasaur is not gonna be able to.
Okay, yeah, I will get there as soon as I can. I don't know where I am in the middle.
So go ahead and make
but-
your athletics check to get across.
Sure, you said I get advantage? That's a 14. And that is a 27.
27. It's almost a partial kick,
Yeah.
jump, and you grab the rope in the middle, just kind of swing, and you land. Your feet hit like a foot of water, but it's.
I imagine a thing where, like, I land and, like, it's at the same moment that Nubasaur's, like, basically falling forward from
and
the
you
so I, like, catch
stabilize.
them. Yeah. It's like, all right, I'll take it from here.
And one of the people in the back, the big dude, grabs onto your shoulder as you start to be pulled off by
Yeah.
Ben's weight, and grabs your
he
shoulder,
holds-
and he pulls you
Okay.
back. So you managed to
Thank
get through
you.
just by getting one wet foot.
Great.
You start ferrying some people across.
Yeah, so I'm holding the rope now. I'm like, Nubasaur, go see what you can see at the other side. I don't know.
You got it. He
Yeah.
disappears. You guys go ahead and roll 3 athletics checks each.
Because that went so well for me last time.
13.
Alright, that's a better one. That is not. And I'm rocking it again. Same, almost identical rolls, except it's a 4 instead of a 5.
14 to 9 and a 4.
A 14, a 9, and a 4. What was yours?
No advantage?
16.
Actually, yes, look at that.
Both of us?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, that's
I'm not
different.
sure
All
what
right.
to do with those numbers now. 'Cause I rolled 3, so should each one of those now
Just
get
roll
its
them,
second one in order?
Sure, yeah.
Okay, so 8 becomes a 10, so that's still not great. 13 becomes a nat 20, and 19 stays at 19. So
Okay.
10, 20, 19.
All right, nice. How were you?
So it's a 6 and a 4. The 6 turns into an 18.
No problem.
4 turns into a 10, and the 16 stays a 16.
And you?
So my 14 is still a 14. And then the next two rolls is a 14 and a 20. 14 to a 20. That's nice.
Yeah.
All right, and go ahead and make one roll for anybody who's of our team who is left behind, which is just you. Oh, and you.
With advantage?
Yep. Actually, if you go before him, you have
Yeah. So
one
you
of
hand
gets
the rope off
advantage.
to
I'm last.
Ashton, and then Ashton's just gonna, I don't know, jump.
Alright, so that was a 1 and...
Thank goodness for that advantage.
So, athletics, right?
Yeah. Because about time you got to do it.
14.
14. You make it.
We all need to go.
You get a little
lot
bit of a
stuff.
soaker, but you get past the deep part.
I'm not gonna let you. I'm not gonna just like drop it. Although I think you just jump it.
Unassisted,
right?
sir.
Unassisted.
You can swim it or you can jump.
Well,
Before I jump, I'm gonna look like this. Do I see perception? Like what?
Sure, do a perception check.
Just behind us because I'm taking up the.
Sounds good.
Just in case. Don't hear anything.
well,
Okay.
he's got the other end of the rope. I mean, if we give it a
No,
good...
no, that was just perception.
Yeah.
Right, I know. It's a good point though. I was thinking something similar.
Right?
Like,
Giving him
the whole
momentum.
like
As you
helpful.
pause and you listen,
That was
Might as well.
That was
that was
7.
yeah. With a 7, all you hear is splashing and people on the other side. It's okay, baby, we're almost done. So then you hear nervous something like
Want to actually take a
I was
pause?
gonna say, let's take a little break. As you listen back, you don't hear anything behind you.
Great.
All right, we're gonna take a little pause now. And we'll be back.
Work to that. You got 2 things going.
I'm curious to see how that roll ends out.
No idea.
We'll see. But you guys can.
And we're back.
Things in news media world.
Okay.
So, I didn't hear anything.
All right.
And I'm going to.
Yeah, everyone else seems to be well and truly across.
So I'm going to tie my end around me.
Okay.
He has. She.
And the big guy's going to give you the assist.
Sure.
So you have advantage.
I have advantage?
You do. Because they're both like
Why?
timing it at the same time.
Oh, 24.
You forded it no problem and hit and land no problem. The big guy stabilizes you, the two of them stabilize you as they reel you in. As you get to this point, wait 1 sec. Does a 8, hold on. Same roll. Does a 15 hit your armor class?
No.
A crossbow bolt chips off of this rock right near you.
Hey!
Okay.
From somewhere in the darkness over that way.
Did I find a crappy shield? Or not? We talked
Sure.
about it.
Yeah, I think you did actually.
Okay, great. No longer at 14 AC.
You guys are all huddled around this little island, and Nubis is like, I think you do this one. What's wrong? Everyone's like,
So, burying people around this side of the pillar
yeah,
so that we have cover.
yeah, for sure.
Make it
roll
a perception
like
test.
I will be at the end.
Okay, so the two of you are going to be the closest.
I'm gonna make a perception. I want to find out where I need to position myself. What's that?
Okay, 10.
Oh, okay. It's not great then. That's 12.
It's dark.
It
Your
is dark.
light source doesn't radiate far enough. To
Yeah,
see
I'm
where
hoping
things
that
came out of the
I
darkness.
can, like, no matter what, even if I just completely botch that roll, I can position myself like, oh, I can see what happened with the crossbow
well, you can
bolt.
see
I
what
can put
angle it
myself
came from,
there,
but you don't see
but
anything
I'm
yet.
really wondering if there's other shooters, so I'm not like, I'm going to stand here, and then someone gets shot
The only
behind me.
spot
So
you
it's
can really
irrelevant.
make out, which is lit by your light, is where you left from, and there's no one there.
Sure.
It's shot some from
Yeah, all the way
this
across.
angle.
Yeah, okay.
We're
19.
19? And you've got dark vision, yeah? Okay, so in the darkness, you can tell really well it came from back towards the waterfall. You actually heard the shot more than saw it. Yeah, you heard the twang of the crossbow,
All right.
and then you heard the
I'm
shot.
going to. How far is that again?
And wisely shields up and gets ready as the others go across. This is going
Is
to
it
be...
within 60 feet? All right. So.
Crossbows, long range.
They rolled with disadvantage.
Sure, but still.
Oh, I'm a dick. Yeah. I'm.
I think
Yeah,
even a
I'm
short one
doing
was like
it.
80 feet or something.
I'm
Like,
doing. No, I don't. I only
on the
have
short
a
bows.
mace.
Yeah, I know. Sorry.
So I'm going to, in that direction, like up toward here.
You attack the darkness?
No,
Oh, okay.
I cast fog cloud.
Fog cloud.
That is a good use of fog cloud.
Nice.
I like this.
All right.
And
So,
Instead of disadvantage, they'll roll at disadvantage. Yes. Sorry, I'm just kidding.
I like the flavor of it, though.
No, it's excellent.
The mist, it was already super humid in here, so you just give it a little nudge. And the fog just leaps up off the lake. And a wall of fog just rises up just inside your vision. And this whole region is a dark,
No, I
dank
love that.
pea soup.
I'm like
You hear a couple more
flinching to the
twangs.
noise, and I look over, and I'm just like, oh.
Quickly,
Yeah.
let's
You
get
hear
out
a
of
couple
here.
more twangs, but you don't even see where they landed.
Yeah. They're blind firing.
So what's over here then?
Nubisaur and the others are, there is a little beach, for lack of a better term, and and there's an opening, and it continues on this little tunnel going up.
Okay.
It is descending at this point. Like the beach rises up, and then it starts to descend, so it is a buffer against the water.
Okay.
When the water level is here down higher, it probably did pour out, but it's not high enough right now. It was just it's another, this one's only about 10 feet across at the narrowest point, so not too hard an athletics check. Everybody roll 3 athletics checks again, no advantage this time, unless you want to set up your roping.
Wait, what's going on?
Just so
Are we
you
automatically
know,
moving
that
across?
Well, I mean, I would
lasts
try and
for an
pass.
hour.
Well, Nubisaur is going to leap across and catch a toe and sloshes up over to the other side.
Splash, 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 splash. Magic character's way on the shore.
Yeah, he ends up on the other side. He did actually have to swim. It's surprisingly deep at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that cloud is going to stay up for an hour.
Whoa. It actually starts billowing down and just spreading out ever so slightly.
Yeah, it does that, like, flattening out
Yeah.
that thing.
But it's such an enclosed space, the whole thing is
yeah,
now
it's great.
almost back to where you swam away, did
like
your
it.
leap
I
across.
like it.
So I said, so I not too bad. Say same thing until I pass it along.
All right.
I stay in the back.
Sure.
Yep.
So you stay at the back. The big guy. Well, can we get you guys to do your 3 checks?
Sure, so they're just like,
11,
they're
19,
being
9.
nice, autonomous people. I love that. It's great. All right, 3 checks.
Yeah, they're not gonna have to stand them.
We
Like
got
they heard the crossbow
4.
bolts too. They know.
Awesome. I'm into a 4. I got a natural 1. That's great. And then I got 14.
11, 9, and 9. 18.
Aha! Interact. Fall in the water.
And
11, 9, 19.
what was your?
17,
Yeah.
9 and 7.
Okay, so 2 fails. All right. They are
Heard
making
mine?
a ragged.
Yeah,
The natural 20 is going to be interesting, but I'm sorry, the natural 1.
Yeah.
So most of them are leaping across. I'd say about
They are in a
4.
panic.
Yeah, they're splashing. They're like leaping and hitting the water, and then dog paddling to the other end. You get to, most of them are getting up. Nubasaur's pulling them out of the water.
They're
on the
able to
other
get
side.
out, right? There's not much space on the shore. So
No,
are they,
but
or are they
there's
just
a bit of
piling
a-
up here?
They're piling up, and then there's a bit of a tunnel. So they're starting. The big guy kind of goes across and starts going down the
Some
tunnel.
pickaxe work going on.
Yeah, well, yeah, he's just getting ready. Nubasaur's actually helping pull people out of the water.
Nice of him.
But they are making a racket,
Yeah.
hitting this water, paddling around.
I would like
Almost
to-
half of them failed.
I would like to add to
And the natural one is somebody who's standing right beside you. Is like, it's like a guy you haven't really chatted with.
sure. There's 14 of them.
Yeah,
it's gonna happen.
Yeah, there's 12 of them. This guy's like, I don't swim. I don't swim. I don't think I can make it. I need the rope. That's your natural one.
Who has the rope?
I think you did. It was tied with
Oh,
you
yeah.
at least last time we
Alright,
saw,
fine.
right?
Yeah.
It's like,
I tie it to him.
Okay, so you tied around him instead.
Yeah.
All right. And the big guy starts to pull, and
Toss the rope over.
you're the 3 of you are still on that side.
Yeah.
Anybody else want to do anything to help this poor guy? He's actually.
I thought we were on this
panicking.
on the like side where the arrows were coming.
Oh, okay, you're
from,
still
or
there.
bolts. I
Okay.
thought we
I'm
all
over
were.
here.
Okay.
Oh, so I'll tie it off.
Okay.
He looked panicked. He's probably in his mid-20s.
I'm gonna
Kind of
try to-
bowl cut, haircut thing. Kind of almost like a guy on The Office, kind of skinny looking, like
I'm
a British
actually gonna
office.
reach out the staff
Yeah.
and be like, grab this.
Okay. Oh, you're not across yet.
No.
Man,
Oh,
you're still on.
but
the-
he's in between.
He's right next to you. He's panicking, like with the crossbow bolts in the water.
I should calm him down. That's like the thing I'm good for. I gotta check my spell slots.
Or you could just try this.
I could just try and be nice and stuff. What?
I don't swim.
Intimidate. Get over there now!
Make
How
your
long
roll.
did this took a while, I imagine. There was like 14 people going
I
through.
don't care what you smell. Yeah.
That is
All right.
a
Because I would like to prior, like action economy wise, I would love to help this scene. I think this seems a nice scene. But before that, I wanted to
14.
what's the word? Add to the fog cloud going on with some noises coming from within it, just maybe frighten
Oh, to
people
throw
off,
them off and like-
or have people not want to go through this fog cloud. They can't see what's going on.
So you make some Otyugh noises.
Yeah, I'm just like
No.
basically like breathe into my hands, and
Yeah.
like as I like open them, the like sound reverberates through,
And you're
like,
doing like almost prestidigitation to like.
it's minor illusion, but
Oh,
minor
nice.
illusion can do stuff. It can do sounds.
Yeah. So you're
so-
making eerie sounds.
Yeah, and I
bizarre.
do want to see if I can mimic the sounds the audio is making.
Absolutely. It's like casting your voice.
Yeah, exactly. Totally.
And so you go ahead and make a promise to me.
Sure. Great. I'll
Just
do
for
that.
fun. Since you're doing a
I
specific
don't think
thing.
I have
Otyugh lives on.
proficiency, but
That's
that
a bard.
is well, you know, I'm a paladin. Okay,
Bard-
so
Bard again?
what is my plus to this?
Hardly.
My charisma, 4 charisma? Yeah, so that's 12. Yeah, 12.
If you, for the untrained ear, you're like, oh, it doesn't sound as nice as Odie. But you're definitely making creepy noises in the dark. I like that idea.
I just want to like
You know
add to it, and because it's
blind, I'm going to give you
exactly.
advantage on it. Because it's
Sure.
noises
I mean,
in the dark.
normally you just have a investigation check to tell it's not real. Nat 20.
Oh, yeah, there it is.
But I appreciate the chance to roll a Nat 20, so thank you.
Yeah.
We've rolled way more Nat 20s than Nat 1s in this session.
Yeah.
Let's just say that.
So
Have some of each stuff.
every once in a while, out of the dark, you had been hearing twang of the crossbow bolts and the clicking off the wood. You don't act a lot of them hitting the water from the fog. Once you start making that noise,
And they probably know what
you
it
actually
is.
hear them be like,
Right.
"Oh, it's the ring!" You can hear it
Right, yeah,
echoing through.
exactly.
You know, it's the ring! Over there, focus fire! And that you hear them all like giving orders and click click as they ready the crossbows, and then all firing pretty quick order. Do a perception check.
Sure, why not?
I mean, you were military.
Let's say 14.
You can't make out exactly how many crossbow bolts, but over 4.
That's cool.
As you
That makes
hear
sense. It's something
and
worth
they
paying
all
attention
release,
to.
and you can hear the sounds of it hitting the rocks.
That's
somewhere
such a
over
good
here.
use of fog cloud. I love it.
Yeah, fog cloud plus minor illusion, FTW. Nice job, guys.
All right, cool.
Mr. Panic Boy, you tell him to make leave. He's like, oh, and he starts to go and loses his footing just at the last second, splash into the water. He's flailing around and sinking. He's just beyond your reach because he flipped just enough.
Even with
But they can pull him.
Right. So the big guy's like, oh right, and starts pulling the guy. Nice move because I was totally gonna drown that guy. Just so
I
you
mean,
know.
we just need to jump in and save him. Like, it's fine.
But the big guy
Doesn't
pulls
happen.
him out and drops him on the beach beside him and gives him a shove down the thing. Now you are the only 3 left on that little island. You hear the click of across the rotating rocks over here. Your sound goes for 10 minutes. So.
Sweet, awesome. I mean, that seems like enough time. Let's also cross. Right?
Yeah.
What are we gonna roll? Just jumping?
Athletics.
Just jumping? That's 29.
Nice. You're across, no problem. Nubisaur has turned and gone down as well.
We'll meet up with them. I don't know.
The big guy's the only one left on the beach.
Shall after you.
Yeah. All right. This is athletics, huh? No advantage. Cast guidance.
Nice.
Sorry, did you want some help? Should I have waited? I just... Apologies.
You swear out of the fog, you hear a distant thunder rumble.
That was worth casting the guidance.
Yes, it was. That's a 4 on the...
Yeah. And I knew I was going to need it, so I just did it. So that is an 18. Or no, 17.
So they gotta throw a rope back.
Yeah, oh yeah.
17.
17? Oh yeah, you make it.
And I'll throw the rope back.
Yeah, the big guy's already thrown it.
Alright, tying off.
You loop one arm through. and
Yeah, same deal.
Go ahead and roll, this time with advantage. No problem. You guys have cleared the island without too much trouble. And
Ashton, can you get up there?
it's actually not much. It's actually just a gentle
Oh,
roll
I
over
thought
an
it
easy
was-
climb.
Yes, so can you.
Yeah, you're totally fine.
I thought it
it's
was
just to stop
30
water from
feet
going
up.
down.
Yes, so can
No,
you.
no.
Let's go.
It just goes kind of it ascends about 10 feet and
Yep.
then begins descending. It's okay.
Alright.
So you guys
Start climbing.
start going down that way. This one is again, the sides have been rubbed probably by the Otyugh. It's only about 12 feet wide. It's pretty sludgy, but it's less slime covered. I'm not gonna make you. It's not steep enough that it's gonna cause any issues. It's still dripping with moisture though as you get towards the end. There's kind of a cluster of you go down left, then right, then left, then fresh air.
Is
Is
Ding
really
Dong
close.
making any checks for like perception?
You can tell him to. Come on,
What's his name?
Nubisaur.
Nubisaur?
Or you can call him Ding Dong. He's giving you the nickname.
I like it. Ding Dong?
Appropriate.
Are you checking for things to make sure that we have a clear path?
Alright, I'm not totally new at this.
Really?
Really.
Alright.
You and Nubisaur are going to either kill each other or get married. Because this is... this is 50-50, although you've tried to kill him twice, so...
I have tried to.
think
I
know where it's
actually
gonna go.
have.
I don't know if I'd call that trying to kill him. If you tried, you would have.
Oh yeah, I would have cast a guiding bolt.
That's fair.
I cast.
You're not worth the spell slot.
No, he
that's
wasn't.
dismissive. Look,
He wasn't worth the
that,
spell
I kind
slot.
of want that as a t-shirt.
Yeah, it's the equivalent
You
of
are
not worth
not
the bullet.
worth-
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
really good.
You're not worth this.
You're
Internet?
not worth a spell slot.
Maybe I'm gonna write
Yeah,
that
you
down.
write that down. That's official side quest live merch.
Word.
It's a copyright here now. Don't
Spell
steal.
slot.
For all I know, it exists. You probably Google it and
And
go,
you
yeah,
know
there's like
what?
12 of these.
If I had, I might not have had the spell slot for that awesome
true.
fog cloud. So
Good fog cloud.
It all works out. So
All right,
it's like,
cool.
all right. So he does check for issues, and he's like, and he replies mentally back to you. He's like, is this how this works? We've got a bit of a problem here.
what's the matter?
We're out road.
Huh?
So you guys catch up after a few minutes. You see a cluster of all of them at the end. They kind of make a path for you. It's about 15 feet wide
Okay,
here.
no
The light is, after being in the darkness for so long, is pretty bright.
Brutal.
It is
Just like
daytime
straight
outside.
down, is that what I'm hearing?
You guys didn't. You kind of lost track of.
Sure,
time.
yeah, of course.
Well, yeah, we've been in the dungeon.
In the dungeon, and it is now probably coming up on about half an hour after dawn. So it's like, oh, it's bright,
Right.
and you hear running water and a lot of it.
Awesome.
And going through, you get up to the edge, and you're basically a hole in the side of the cliff.
Oh,
And
okay,
it's-
gotcha. I understand now.
You're a good 50, 60 feet up, maybe in the air, and you're overlooking a river. And it is, at this point, probably 50, 60 feet across to the other side. The other side is not very steep. It is a bit of a lip that you could probably climb that. It will be one heck of a climb down to get to the river, and the river is not calmly flowing by.
Can you draw that or is that?
Sure, yeah.
That might be helpful. So we're in like the side of a cliff, which the river, like, is it going across or like
Yeah.
under or?
So
So under, I can see that.
you guys are actually, so if you emerge from the edge here, you guys are up here in a good 15-foot wide cave, and there are little, like, you can see remnants of maybe climbable, maybe not. It's pretty sheer.
And we didn't grab our
Then you have flowing river here.
Okay, so it is like that. Okay, good.
And then on the other side is still a bit of a lip, and the water is kind of funneled between here. The river is flowing in that direction. You can definitely see some like fallen trees kind of wedged amongst some rocks here. There's a few rocks up here. It is almost rapids level.
Geographically, I relatively know where we are, probably.
Yeah, you do.
What's up with this river? Is it like a trade river? Is it just like a river no one cares about? Is it basically a moat? What are we looking at?
It is. It's a major river that, if you remember our game way back when you guys when your other characters crossed the bridge. So it's that same river cutting between the kingdom, and so at this point, he's further south.
I want a boat. I want a boat to come by. This character didn't cross the bridge.
So this is all water, and it's almost like parts of it are
It's
white
used
water.
as like trade or not? Because I kind of want to spend
So
a plot point on it.
I actually got that covered. Save your plot point.
Okay.
You know enough. You know enough.
save it.
No. It's already happened. You just don't know it. So
Jumping
the
onto
river,
a boat is the best that you can do in any adventure game.
I agree. So the river further north is where
Picturing
that.
like, Vin Diesel or somebody.
Yeah, you gotta.
So further north was
Grab
where
a
that,
sail.
So further north is where the town was.
Yes.
And then the fortress is a bit further south, where you were fortress and prison.
Yeah.
Then the river kind of forks at this point, and on one side is the nice easy river. The other way is the rapids.
Okay.
Anyone who's any kind of like doesn't want to be noticed by the law would try their luck on it.
rapids.
And that's actually where the nickname to this side of the river comes. It's called the Smuggler's Run.
Right, of course. Okay.
So it's possible that there could be a boat. Okay, so you got some time because they're held up behind. What do you guys want?
I mean, I wanted to spend a plot point on it being both, but okay.
Yeah, it's probably about a good. It's between 50 and 40 feet, depending on if you could clamber down a little, down to the water. Definitely a heck of a drop.
It just goes right into the water.
Pretty much, it's. I mean, there might, if you really botch it, you might hit a rock on the way down, but you might need to. Are you making the goldfish?
No,
Sorry, I was.
that would be freaking
Very difficult as
awesome.
not a druid, yeah.
No, I was just. You said we're
Swan
50
dive?
feet up? I'm
But what
thinking
about
cliff
looking?
jumping.
Well, hold on. What about looking up?
So you turn around and look up and make a perception check for me.
I'm thinking cliff jumping.
Yeah, I mean,
People
if
do
it
it
goes
all the
far
time
enough
for-
down into the water, if
Except
it's
half
deep
the
enough.
people are gonna drown.
Yeah, that's the thing. Is that we have people with us. If it was just
Oh,
us, it would
right.
be super easy, right? We just jump in. If we start
I forgot
drowning,
about like Mr.
13?
Scaredy Pants.
If you had to guess, it's 30 feet up maybe. You're a little closer to the top than you are to the bottom, but it's still a 30 foot and it actually looks even less climbable.
okay.
Well.
I want a boat. Show up that isn't much of a jump because it's really tall.
As you're
I also want someone who's not Hen to know the captain because I don't think it's appropriate in my backstory. That's what I want to put the blood point on.
do a perception check.
Okay.
Everybody.
I like a boat. No, it's a 12.
The bag you're I'll give you this much. The bag you're carrying splits, spilling the Morning Star, the weird chunk of magical wood,
Dang it.
and whatever else was in the sack
Uh-huh.
is now spilled.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20? What languages do you speak again?
Draconic, Elvish, Orc, and Cory.
There's an elvish rune. As you look at Hen and you look down at the pile of stuff that just split.
And I'm just like, then I'm just like piling it back up.
You're trying to pick it all back up.
I grab it.
There's an elvish rune on the bottom of the wood block.
Oh, I can speak Elvish.
Yeah, I mean, we all can speak Elvish.
Okay.
I hand him the.
It's the elvish rune for. It's like a nautical term. It's got a flavor of nautical term. It's called safe passage. Is the direct translation. Clumsy translation.
Yeah. I'm like, wait.
I rolled this, by the way. It's already on here. So I'm talking to the camera. Thanks, man. Sorry, dude. Sorry, it totally startled you.
Totally like,
But remember, this is a cursed magic item.
well done.
Yes,
That might not be the cursed one.
I know. It's
This
the Morning Star.
rune says something loosely.
And I flip it over and I look at it because I can read Elvish too. You know, we all
Yeah,
can.
we all can.
It's a
You
very
take a
common
closer look
language.
at it.
Yeah.
It is a magically enhanced rune. You can tell that much. Anybody want to do an Arcana check?
Yeah, I will.
I think I already made one earlier.
And
you
you
want
did
me-
not
Yeah.
roll very well.
I did not, so I don't know if you're gonna want me to roll it.
I did not do an Arcana
Yeah.
on this. I did an Arcana on the scroll, and I failed miserably. And there we are again. That's
So I rolled
Can I
relatively
use
well.
ten?
if
Check
I'm
on it
allowed to try
instead.
again.
No. Arcana it is.
If you all are allowing me to roll again,
That's a
then
10.
I did roll rather well.
Okay, I would have done it.
Okay, my intelligence is only +1.
'Cause I pointed
but I
it
got
out
one
this
more
time.
from the
Yeah,
thing.
she pointed it out.
So
and
18.
give me your plot point.
Sure, I'll give you the plot point. Yeah,
It's about
18.
It's a command word,
Okay.
and when you speak it in Elvish, something happens to this box.
Cool. Let's do it.
All right,
Safe passage,
but in Elvish, and it,
but in Elvish.
the block starts. There's a click.
Sorry, when I speak in Elvish, I'm French instead.
Yeah.
Safe passage.
The box
That's how you know it's French. I mean,
splits open and
Elvish.
hinges on an invisible hidden hinge,
Yeah.
and folds
I like it.
itself flat, and then does it again, and does it again.
And I eventually
you
have
start
to
running
throw
out
it.
of,
Yeah.
and you're just like,
Everybody in.
you are 40 feet in the air.
Is it not getting to the point where it's like a
starting to
massive?
get run out of space.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm like, everybody get in, and I like throw it and jump on to grab the side of it.
Okay. I'm gonna.
yeah.
Okay.
Let's go.
How big is
We're
that?
pirates now.
I do not.
How big am I?
Yeah.
I'm like 200
I
pounds.
just
What do you
see me
mean?
down there.
You still have your rope.
I
Oh
still have
my
my rope.
god.
You've seen the art of us
So,
together?
I
I
am
rolled
not
this.
200 pounds.
A floating boat.
Yeah.
Folding boat. Is a
Is
rare
find
magical
that
item.
picture.
Blah blah blah. It's a 12 by 6 by 6 box. It weighs about 4 pounds. It does float. Can be opened to store items inside. Oh, I was wrong about that. You speak a
Well,
command
sure, but
word.
we didn't open it yet.
One command word causes it to fold into a. Also, there were 3 versions of this nested. 10 foot
That's
long.
the relative size between us.
10 foot
As
long,
I've
4 feet
drawn
wide, 2
personally.
feet deep, with a pair of oars.
Aren't I adorable?
Second makes it a 24-foot boat with oars and a sail, and then the final 3rd command causes it to fold back. So would you like the bit? Would you
We're
like
pirates now.
Would you like the rowboat or the big boat?
Big boat.
All right, you are the now proud owner of a 24-foot long, 8-foot wide, 6-foot deep, has a deck, rowing seats, 5 sets of oars, a steering oar, an anchor.
Those are very
a
odd
deck
dimensions, actually.
cabin.
200 by 8? That seems...
Sorry,
Okay.
no, 24. 24 by 8.
Okay.
And it has a square mast. And you throw it first, and everybody's like, "What are you talking about? Jumping!" Says, and as it starts to unfold, it falls down. You see this thing go clunk, clunk, clunk against the rocks as it's flipping on the way down. It's a magical item, though, so it is extremely resistant.
I was picturing it as getting like big
splinter.
before and it falls
Yeah.
straight down and I grab the side of it.
You leap with it, so you're on the ride. Everyone else is watching you and like, what? As you land, do me a favor.
I was thinking there would be enough side for people to jump onto, but maybe I misinterpreted. But I'm committing.
No,
Here's
it's
a die roll,
unfolding
whatever you
as
want
you're
that to
jumping.
mean.
Everyone else is like, what are you talking about? Whoa! And you're over the side.
Sure, yeah.
Actually, I'm going to get you to do a percentile check.
Oh, percentile, okay. Let me get my D10. There they are. So let's see. This is the tens column, this is the ones
You
column, I
probably
think.
want above 50.
Okay, I'll do that.
Will you?
88.
88. As you're going through, you're tumbling, it hits the mast. Actually, it hits on the way down, which luckily rights it as it splashes.
Everything pops into place. It's like the scene in Waterworld. Everything's
And the
popping
last
up.
little
It's great.
thing pops, and it does take on a little bit of water as it starts to right itself. And
I'm not a boatfarer.
I'm gonna let you do an acrobatics check too, because you're gonna take some damage from the fall. Not full.
So I
damage.
can't like hold onto it on its way down and have that do anything because it's getting bigger as.
I'll give you
I don't know how
advantage
it's
on your
and it's acrobatics. I can't athletics my way through this, huh? Okay, that's
Nope,
fine.
sorry.
I think that is fair.
Yeah. I mean, it
I'll take
doesn't matter
advantage.
if you land in the boat or out of the boat.
That is a 9.
You're still gonna hit the bottom.
That is 13, and I get more than a +0. So let me just look at
All
that.
right.
That could be a whole lot of stuff.
So Dex is +1, and I don't think I have acrobatics, so I get an additional +1. So that is 15.
Falling damage is 2d6, right? Per 10 feet?
It's 1 per 10. It's
Okay.
really, really weak in this edition, yeah.
So, because you're riding the boat down as it unfolds,
into water.
I'm going to say that absorbs approximately half of the damage automatically.
Great.
And you succeeded, so you're going to take half of
How
the damage.
big does it get?
Whatever.
Like, if someone theoretically jumped now from where they are down to the
mass. You can
The
climb
mast
down.
is, I mean, it's
They can
24
climb down
feet
it
long.
that
The
way?
mast is
Sure.
going to be slightly longer than the size of the boat.
well, great. Someone needs to be in the boat so it doesn't just
Probably
ride
like a
off
30
though. So
foot
it's important that I'm in the
max.
boat. Okay, no, that works. I need to somehow figure out how to make this boat not just take off though. So I need a hold position, which I don't know how to do that, but
Well,
Hen
you're
does.
dangling off the side of this.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Yeah.
And as you
Myself
hit,
in, yeah.
hold on, let me roll the damage. So I'm rolling.
Well, that's why I wasn't sure if it was
46,
acrobatics, right? Because I'm just holding on.
And you're getting you're getting a quarter.
Oh, I should probably get my held open. I'm super not concerned.
And
Watch it be like 40 damage.
no, it wasn't too bad actually. So you ended up with D10 or D6? I'm sorry.
D6.
Okay.
I think that's the way I remember
Yeah.
being.
I always
Honestly,
thought it was
if you
2D.
wanted to home rule falling damage, that would be totally
thought-
within your right.
I
Because it
always
is weak
thought-
in 5th.
Yeah, I always thought it was 2d6 per 10.
Might have been in 4th, I don't know.
Yeah. So anyway, I'm gonna do that because that's what I've always done.
Sure.
But that's fair because you're only taking half of this anyway. So that's 13. You're taking a quarter of this.
Sure.
20 and last one. So 26 on the roll. So you're taking 1/4 of that rounded down.
Okay.
6. So you take 6 damage on the impact, mostly from like bashing, like blocking
Yeah.
your head off.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay.
You get rattled up a bit.
Great.
It splashes in and it lands right side up. and it is not going to move yet as it's like settling and turning.
I'm just like yelling up like, all right, come on down. I'm gonna find the, and I'm like running around trying to figure out how to make this like not move.
There
I don't know
are
much about
ropes
boats.
and there are oars. There's
I'm gonna.
it comes
try
with a
to-
lot of.
Does anyone have a sail background?
Everyone is just staring agape at this like boat out of nowhere.
You can.
Yeah, how tall is the...
The mast is about 30 feet, but it would be. It's a moving target, not moving downstream fast yet.
And so how far is the mast away?
Jump.
It's probably.
The intent is for it to be close enough, right?
Yeah, you're about at the lowest point, especially if the big guy kind of helps you get dangled from his arm. It would be 10 feet below.
That's it?
Yeah, you're only about 40 feet up at the lowest point.
Oh.
Yeah. You're only about 40 feet up, 40, 50 feet up.
Okay, so
And
between
so
10 and
it's
20
30
feet.
feet in the air.
Between 10 and 20 feet between the mast.
Let's call it a good. Let's call it 15 feet. Split the
feet.
difference. It's 15
Okay.
feet away.
I
5
give
feet
one
out,
end of
10
the
feet.
rope, so I give one end of the rope to the big guy. Hold this. Misty step.
Okay.
So where are you Misty stepping
I'm
to?
gonna misty step to the mast. I'm gonna hold on to it.
All
So
right.
you're like appear in not a. You appear like not on ground level, but then grab it as you show up.
Yeah.
I'll hit.
Well,
I'll
shit,
help
there's
the
like a-
big
there's a
guy.
cross.
There
I guess there would be.
Yeah, there's
yeah,
a
so
cross.
yeah,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
like
yeah.
stuff to hold on to.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make you do an athletic check to make sure you get your grab.
I'm gonna help the big guy
Yeah.
to secure the rope.
Nubasaur
at
says
this end.
a swear word in what you can only assume is. Well, you speak a lot of languages.
Yeah.
He says
Choose
an
one.
obscure
14.
swear word.
It's halfling, isn't it?
It is exactly.
I do not speak
no
one
guys-
speaks
halfling.
halfling.
Those guys know how to swear.
I know. Halfling is the best language for it because nobody speaks it except for other halflings.
14.
Oh,
Halflings and rogue, the only people who learn
I just
halfling.
left two.
I'm gonna say you have a choice, sir. You can get your grab or drop the rope. You can't do both.
But if I drop
You
the
mean
rope,
hold the rope?
Yeah, like
He can't hold the rope and make the grab.
yeah. So
He's
you
gonna do
slip
anything.
and you either can let go of the mast or you can let go of the rope.
How much length of the rope is?
It's 20 feet.
So he's just gonna swing back into the mountain if he holds on
Yeah.
to the rope?
Or you can stay.
So
with
he
the
failed is
mast.
what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you
Both
partially.
of those are
I'm not
fails.
making
That's
him
not a
fall.
partial success.
Wasn't a crit.
I'm not making him fall.
Okay.
you know what? It's no, I'm not gonna fall because
You're gonna stay with the mast.
You can just throw the rope to me.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
so the
sure,
rope
whatever,
goes
yeah.
dangling and
That
flapping
makes
against
sense.
the cliff.
Yeah.
You are still hanging on that thing, and it's starting to spin away a little bit.
Yeah,
as the
I'm
rope
gonna write
starts
and
getting
say,
caught.
pull it up, throw the rope at me.
All right. So you have the rope. Go ahead and make just do an attack roll. You're trying to hit him with the rope. An attack roll.
Throw the rope at me.
Attack roll.
Dex or strength?
Or athletics. It's your choice. Athletics or either one. Dex or strength. It's a range.
Sure.
I would let it. Either.
I mean,
Do it like a-
my strength is better,
Okay.
which is why my athletics is better. So, are you counting that as cocked or no?
Are you proficient in rope?
Then that is a 19.
19 is good enough.
3.
Right in your hand. You loop it.
Yeah.
And about 3 of the group, you and the big guy and you are all holding the rope.
I
And
kind of can't be,
oh,
unfortunately.
right, you're on the boat. Sorry, I forgot.
Unfortunately,
The big guy and you.
I'm trying to
So go
figure out
ahead
how
and
this boat works.
Now do an athletics or strength. Yeah, do an athletics.
And I'm
the big
gonna
guy is
give
gonna.
myself guidance on
Sure,
that.
the big guy's going to assist, so you can take advantage of it.
Plus my.
Or you can give him advantage. You roll. You're a player.
Well, glad I used my guidance. That's a 16, 19.
This gets a little timey-wimey because it does take an action to
Yeah.
cast guidance. So as you're like, assist me, the big guy's like, hurry! As it's starting to slip out of his grip.
Yeah.
And then you're like, okay! And you grab it just in time. He had to hold it himself for a round. So the boat does slip away a little bit, but it's starting to kind of tilt a little because the mast is no longer moving. The boat wants to move with the current.
Right.
But it's okay. It's staying in place.
So I'm gonna say to the people, I'm guessing I'm gonna mind link to you and say, should I send them over the rope?
There is
down?
more rope in your boat.
Yeah, I'm scrambling and finding anything useful, so
There
whatever
are
I happen to
oars.
end up finding and pulling out,
Sure,
I
there-
do so, but I'm mainly trying to just like
If you steer the boat so it's not
making sure
broadside,
it doesn't get away,
You're
do some
not
little
proficient
steering
in
stuff,
water
try and like
things, are you?
spin it around.
None
No,
of us
and I
are.
don't think I have any like reason to. I don't feel like that's a huge paladin thing.
No, that's
right?
fine.
Like later when I get on a horse, I'm gonna be like, I know how to ride a horse.
Yeah.
Paladins ride on horses.
So I'm
but,
gonna make
yeah.
you do an athletics. You're pretty athletic, so you get the basics of boat.
Sure.
So I'm gonna let you do an acrobatics or athletics check to control the boat. Actually, it's basically a dex, and you're not proficient.
It's a non-proficient dex.
Yeah, let's call it dex.
Okay.
Or strength. Dex or strength.
I will roll strength.
Okay.
I don't know why
And
that
you're
works,
not
but I'll
proficient
do it.
at- well, you're just trying to heave it around.
Yeah. That is a 13 total.
Okay.
If it's just a strength check, plus my
Yeah, so you
jack
grab
of all
the
trades.
steering oar at the back.
I am a jack of all trades. I know everything about everything.
Oh, that's true. So you know enough that, if I push this way, it turns the opposite. So you actually get that part right.
Yeah.
And you pull back, and you manage to stop it from being directly sideways.
I'm having a good
And
time,
that'll
guys.
actually take a lot of pressure off. You do, however, hear a thump, thump as it bumps against this big, this rock around which this stuff is going. But it is effectively halted
Great.
in place.
Great.
Great.
And I'm like
Is there a rope?
throwing ropes out. Ah.
Can you throw a rope at me? Another rope.
I'll do some rope tossing whenever
Sure,
I have
you
time.
toss you a
You
rope.
you assess the action
Alright.
economy as you
Tie it off.
need.
So what I'm going to do is, we have a tie off, the mast, and then holding it.
Yeah.
I can tie the next one and throw it up so that they can wrap it around somebody who's trying to climb down.
Absolutely.
Yep.
In case they fall,
Yep.
they're not going to just drop it.
Right.
Right.
Okay,
Yep.
so go ahead.
So
and,
I'll tie off.
athletic checks to get it up there.
I'm gonna actually, I'll tie off.
I
the
thought to
child.
myself, when I planned this, I was like, I'm gonna have like a couple of skill contests. This whole thing.
First one, bad throw.
Actually, you're just like, catch this! And you're like, oh crap, I didn't tie it to anything. You just throw the whole loop.
I would have tied it.
Actually, it worked out better this way. It's a big
Someone else.
somebody needs to catch the rope. You're holding.
Me and big guy are.
Lubasaur.
That is a.
Not good.
That's going to bring it to a 13. The rope falls. Splash.
Alright,
Down
pass me another rope.
There are more ropes.
Yeah.
That's one
Here's
thing
the rope.
every book
Another
needs a
rope.
lot of.
Oh yeah,
Let's
of course.
try this again.
Okay.
That's a freaking
No natural
guarantee.
ones. Much better. 18.
Alright. 18, no problem. Lubasaur catches that one. They look around for a way to tie it off. And,
Oh wait, we're tying it to the
Tying it
people.
to someone they're going to ferry down.
Yeah, and the big guy wraps it around him to kind of act as a counterweight.
So now they can climb down the rope, and if they fall, they're not just going to die.
All right, everybody. It is assisted, but because of the moving nature of everything and just nerves in general, it would be an advantage, but it's also a disadvantage. So it's going to be a straight roll.
All right.
So everybody do. Well, hold on. You got ropes. You spent a while rigging that up. I'm gonna split the difference and say straight roll with a +2, whereas beforehand it was straight roll.
Can
We
I
need
balance
3
it?
each. Yeah.
I'll go last,
Okay.
and I will
Well,
give
big guy's
everybody.
gonna go last.
Okay, him and I will go last, but I can give guidance to everybody as they go.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's like I envision it like if you're going
Zip line.
zip lining. There's a period of time, like we gotta let them go and then throw the rope back. So I've got enough time to.
Yeah.
That's
It's
how
more
I
of like a
envision
lower it and then pull it back up.
So-
Lower and pull back up.
Yep. So a D4 for
You,
everybody.
in the meantime, don't have to stay at the top of the mast. You can actually descend if you want to. Because you've tied it off,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and they're lowering it into the boat, not onto the mast. Because this rope is 50.
Yeah. Okay. Great. Perfect. Oh yeah. Then I can
Actually,
go,
it's a bit more than 50.
so then I can go to those. Oh, yeah. Keep it right.
Keep
catch,
people
catch,
going.
keep people
And
going.
like
catch them,
stabilize it.
Stabilize it.
So you grab an oar and try to keep it level.
Yeah.
So instead of giving us a plus, we'll just do dice and make it a D4 for each person.
I'll still give the +2 because of
okay.
all the planning. So
Okay.
you got a D20 +2, roll them 3 times each, please.
I can do that.
And they get the +2.
Not 20.
And a D4.
And a D4.
Just for the sake of dice economy, can you roll? No, roll it each time. So. Oh, and you're doing the D4.
Oh, I got a.
So is it D4s and +2?
Yep.
Holy shit. Okay.
Oh, okay.
So I got a nat 20,
Wow.
Nice.
a 16, and a 16.
Nice. All passes.
I got a.
It's a tricky
I haven't
maneuver,
added the
DC is fairly high.
the D4, but I did add the +2, so that is modified 20, modified 17. I don't need to say that, and 12. And then there's D4s on top of that.
Somebody roll a D4 for that 12.
I can do that. That's +2 for 14.
All right. So I've got a 19 plus 3. They did real good. A 16 plus 2. 18.
All right, no problem.
And not so good for my third person. That's an 11. Oh, but I'm not adding any of the 2s.
Okay.
So,
That's 13.
yeah,
And
so
then does that include the
24,
D4?
16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
So we have two low
And
rolls
a
of 13.
13.
And
Okay.
14.
All right, so
So I believe.
the nat 20 cancels one of those. So it's this time it's actually the daughter
I was gonna say that
who saves the day for her mom.
Ashton and I like that way better. That's great. But I was gonna say that Ashton and Hannah are on the deck watching
Gotcha.
this happen, and let's catch these people who rolled too low.
Between the two
But if
of
there's
you,
if one's being canceled, then only one needs to be caught or blah blah blah.
so
But, yeah.
between the two of you, so there's a moment where the tiefling mother slips
Yeah.
and starts spinning on the rope and goes to hit the side, but the daughter cries out and somehow helps her mom and and stabilizes
It's
the
laid
rope
in tiefling
just
magic.
enough. Yeah.
Thaumaturgy.
Yep, that's
Yeah,
right.
thaumaturgy.
Somehow that helps. I
The
don't know.
doors fly open.
Yep.
And
The gust and it moves the rope. and catches
yeah,
it.
so she manages to not turf it into the lake, so she's okay. That's the natural 20 canceling one that fails.
Okay.
However, right at the end, just before you and the big guy go down, I'm going to do him separately.
Oh, then did we roll too many?
No, but
Okay, whatever. I don't care. It's fine.
so there's one dude at the end who does get the full fail.
Okay, but can we try to catch them and stuff?
Why wouldn't they? No, they're not going to drop to the bottom. They're tied.
I don't know. I'm not paying attention. I'm looking at notes.
Yeah,
They'll
it's
dangle.
Greg.
Oh no.
No.
The gods hate Greg.
Oh, that's
Gods
true. Yeah.
do
So he's
hate
like,
Greg.
New Pelor does.
So he slips, and you just see him
I'm not even
fall a
wasting
good
my
10 feet of
fate
drop,
point on
and
it.
then as the rope catches him, and you're all like, oh, phew, and then not slips, and you're just like, and just falls between the rock and the boat, splash beside the boat.
So
and you're
is
just
there
like,
no time
whoa.
to react to that and do something? Can I
It all
jump and catch
happens
them
so-
in the air?
Fast. It happened too
It
fast.
happens so fast.
Okay,
because-
no, I'll allow it.
Mostly because you're like, oh, the rope caught him. Oh no, it didn't.
Right,
and you just
yeah.
splash beside the boat, and
Yep.
he's caught in the current. And he's going down.
Okay, but he's just in the water.
He would have taken some
Let's
damage
go!
from that.
Jumping in!
Okay. All right. All right.
You think I think things through? No!
He makes friends with idiots.
It's a true story.
Diving into this water. Into these rapidy,
Oh my
almost
God.
water.
Where are you going? Maybe you're gonna marry Greg.
Yeah. Well, it's not Greg that I'm
That's
gonna marry or kill.
Umasar and Greg are different people.
No, like Hen and Greg.
Hen and Greg and me and Umasar or whatever his name is.
Alright, do you want me to roll something?
Yeah, you can go ahead and roll Greg's acrobatics.
Greg's acrobatics? Okay.
no.
A flat die is a 5. You can add whatever you'd like to that. Because you said it's Greg's, not mine. Okay,
I'll give him a +2.
that's what mine would be.
Wow.
It's a 7.
That's not great.
Right?
As he fell,
Uh-huh.
and you've been intentionally keeping it kind of off.
Yeah,
the
yeah,
side.
it's probably really tight there.
It's very tight. So what happens is the water, you hear splash, you see the spray of the water, and then as the current is pushing the boat, it starts going in, and you hear the boat hit the rocks, and you're like, oh, there was something in there.
Yeah. So can I go in?
You're gonna have to push
I
the boat
can do
off the
that.
rocks.
That's a thing I can do.
Do an athletics check to
Wow.
push it off the rocks. As you,
That's a 23.
Greg was a human bumper.
23.
23.
I push
I've had
and I jump
similar
in.
things happen. It is not comfortable, and that's on a calm day.
And I definitely do that thing where I like have the rope and I jump in with it, and I'm not.
Okay.
The other side's not tied to anything, but like it's only so
Kick
many
off,
feet, so hopefully it's
pushing
fine.
it off the rocks,
Yeah.
and you look down, and all you see is like red in the water.
Yeah, well,
and you
I
jumped
get
in,
in there.
and you jump
I jump in,
in.
yeah.
You see him go, and you're like, ooh. And there's more people on the water on the boat now.
Yeah.
And you dive in. Make a perception check because the water is turned up.
Perception.
And there's
That
nothing I
is
can do about that.
9.
You're still up top, if I remember.
Well, I've got a 60-foot reach on
Yeah.
my control water, but
You
it
can do that.
specifically says a standing body of water.
I would let you affect it. It might not be as
Slow it down or
fully-
something.
You could slow it down. I think that's a bit.
By the way,
where's the rope?
Which one? The rope that was?
The knot untied, so there's still a rope.
There is, and the big guy is still on the top.
No,
holding everything.
like
and he's
the-
just sweating.
There's a rope attached to the guy.
The rope that he actually got to the end of that.
Yeah, and it
then
fell.
the rope slipped and
he just fell, not the rope
Yeah.
itself.
No, the rope is still
Yeah.
dangling.
All right, cool.
Alright,
So my perception's bad. It's a 9.
Okay.
I'm feeling around. I
Yeah.
can find
It's
a body.
actually 300 feet.
The water is moving pretty far. You're gonna cast control water.
I am.
Okay.
Okay.
Mark off the slot.
It's
What do you want to do with that water? You
I
can make it calm.
I am going to.
What's the radius you can affect?
So at this point, it's a
Visuals are
cube
done.
up to 100 feet
out of battery.
on a
Okay.
side.
Wow. Okay. So you can control the whole river.
Yeah,
You're just like,
yeah.
and what do you want to do with it?
I am going to. My idea is reverse,
Okay, hold back a lot of the flow.
right? So it's obviously because it is a flowing river. It's not going to actually like in.
Yeah, you have to like just divert it basically,
Yeah.
right?
But basically, it's gonna kind of stop it long enough. Hopefully, that somebody can help him.
Absolutely. So I'm gonna say all
So
because of
redirect
that,
flow.
you get advantage.
Thought you were gonna say that. Well, let's leave it to a d20. That is worse.
That was cocked.
You're too nice. That is a total of 15.
15.
15.
He did wash. So if this was the boat,
Sure. Yeah.
and it crunched him here,
Yeah.
he is about there.
Yeah. I'm
About
a
good
strong
10
swimmer.
About 15 feet further downriver, and he's a good 5 feet under.
Great.
He got crunched.
Yeah, I
hard.
did.
Swim for it. Make an athletics check with advantage.
You're healing him this time, or do you have
22.
Got 5 left.
22.
22. You get him, no problem.
enough to stabilize him, and then I
power down. You got your rope to pull yourself back. I'll buy that. No problem.
Yeah.
I'll drop some.
Pull back up.
I'm gonna lay on hands.
uh,
It is
or,
symbolic.
like as soon as you get to him.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably wise.
Because I could cast Cure Wounds, but lay on hands is symbolic, so I'm gonna use lay on hands.
5 points.
By 5 points.
Here's where this
Which
matters.
is what
It
you
can't
had.
be less than a 2. I'll re-roll a 2.
It's a 5.
I'm gonna say.
What are you talking about?
No.
Okay.
Determining Greg's level.
Oh, sure. He might just be dead, and that's fine. If he's dead, if you want to kill him, you have the right as the GM. I'm letting you do that.
Leave it up to the dice.
We tried to. Oh wow!
I said it can't be under a 2. So 1s and 2s. I guess it's level 2. That does not bode well.
Great. Yeah.
Somebody roll 2d10 for me.
He might need some real medicine.
2d10.
2d10. I got a 10. I'll roll it.
I've got one.
I'm just gonna give the listeners a little present here.
So I rolled 27 on the damage. So if they roll too low, Greg is insta-dead if I'm remembering the rules correctly.
You're correct.
There's times
do?
I really hate being
And add
hearing
two.
impaired.
Add
Because
two.
I couldn't hear a word.
Well, that's the point.
What'd you do?
You're supposed to
So I
not
rolled a
hear
two?
that.
2, and then roll it again.
I did.
Oh, and you rolled the other one? 2, so 4. And 4 more is 8. The corpse of Greg has been retrieved.
Okay, great.
Anybody have Revivify? It's less than a
And
minute.
even if I did, I'm tapped.
I mean, the thing is about Revivify.
Oh, it takes...
Is that none of the stones in that treasure thing were diamonds.
Yeah.
If we found a, was it 1,000 or was it 500? Whatever. If we
It's even less,
found,
I
It's
think
500.
It's 300.
GP. Is it?
Raised dead
Oh,
is
it's.
5.
Oh,
the point
it's
is
greater
that
restoration.
if we
is-
found the like diamond, 100% I would do one of those like, in the moment,
Yeah.
this is the magical arcane secret that is imbued in your soul, right? Because I haven't, we hit
Yeah.
level 7, I get a spell from any
I would
spell list I
almost-
want, and that is an option that I considered, but I don't think I'm going to take it.
This could mean platonically, but if you... Anybody want to spend a plot point? It depends how much you want Greg around.
Well, I'm
gonna
out.
say-
I'm tapped for plot points, but that's fine. I think it is
have a
great that he
plot
dies
point,
because
but-
death is cool and interesting.
You need it.
I'm gonna say I'll spend a plot point, but it doesn't automatically work unless somebody else does. Hen is
do-
so in the moment. You've pulled him up out of the water. You
I
could
do
mean
have
it totally
Revivify.
platonically or not. I'll leave
But
that up
not-
to you.
but
Like
not.
it's that moment of like the life-giving kiss. To like,
Oh, sure, I 100% do CPR.
100%.
I'll roll a medicine check.
So okay, hold on.
We're in the water still, though, right? We didn't.
No,
get
you've
pulled
actually
out.
you
I will.
You tried laying hands, it didn't work. You pulled him ashore, but you buy those.
So
things.
I see what
You're
he's done.
tied
I
on.
see what she's done.
Yeah.
I will spend a plot point, but I will also add that the fact that Hen is really developing feelings for Greg.
Okay.
Oh, I love it. See,
Very.
this is one of those
suicide,
things that D&D
loving
doesn't
feelings.
do, and
So
That
So-
song totally came
in one
into
of your
my head.
pockets.
I totally play games that have rules like that all the time. They're my favorite.
I'm
Inserting them into
Like-
D&D, yeah, you
Alright.
get this, but
Will it's like
So here's what happens. That
Alright.
that amethyst.
I got an 18 on my medicine check to do CPR. That's a master
Oh, this is
substation.
this is more than just.
Oh yeah, it's magic.
This is magic. And deep in one of your pockets,
Loving magic.
where you'd stuffed that handful of stones covered in muck. And
God,
Yeah.
I just got the wrong visual.
one of those at your plot point spent, a little flash of light, almost as if a gift from deity,
Ashton.
from pelor.
Oh, okay.
One of those stones just is a diamond.
Okay. So, I need
And
to ask
it
you a question.
immediately
Do I need to
shatters.
cast Revivify, or is this just a cool magic thing
No, this
happening?
is
because
your
I don't have
casting.
any spell slots left.
this is
This is. This
Wait,
is you
I would
spending.
get one new spell slot for leveling up,
And
so I
there
would
it
have
is.
it.
And there it is.
There it is.
There it is.
Okay, well
So
now
see,
I
the
know what
rules
one of
actually
my
work along.
one of my spells is Revivify, which
you
is
go.
like
That
kind of
works.
super a waste when we have a cleric in the party, but that's fine. I mean, so is everything I have, right?
No.
Everything's redundant.
Revivify is.
No, it's a good
definitely
one to have because
character.
cleric
It
might
is.
die.
character.
What if I die?
Yeah, exactly.
There
All
is
right,
that
cool. Revivify.
dramatic moment
I got
as
Revivify now.
There's no breath, and you give one last. It's not even a breath; it's a kiss.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, it is. Yeah. This is great.
And
This is so good.
The clouds open up, and this beam of light from above casts down upon the whole river.
I want to see the picture
The
of
water
that.
piling
All right,
up, the
I'll draw
waves
it.
just dropping to calmness within 100 feet of the boat, 50 feet on either side of the boat.
Yeah.
And there's this momentary calm as Pelor looks down. And Greg gasps. And he is fucked up. But he is alive.
I think
Yeah.
he's totally making
And I
out.
think
That's a
that's
great
where we're
note to end
gonna
on. That's
stop.
really good.
But I will say
yeah.
one last thing. As I stare down on this and see the weaves of fate entwine around them, I will end it and say, at least he's not an idiot.
Dun, 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 dun. And then we do a freeze frame ending and some credits roll.
And then you just hear Nubisol be like, bloody hell.
I feel like I would just take Nubisar and push.
Alright, we're freeze framed at this point.
It's
You
good.
can push him next time.
That's really good.
Thanks
But
very
I'm
much,
still
guys.
up.
That is a good
I'm
end
still
moment
up
to
there.
jump ahead in time.
You know
yeah.
what? That whole revivify takes a little time. So if you want
I
to,
would have
just so
made
we
it
can
down.
deal with it, so we don't forget next time we're all on the boat. Can you do an athletics check?
Honestly, I see this as a good
With
situation.
advantage? Unless
for-
you want to give advantage to the big guy, it's up to you.
I'm gonna give advantage to the big guy.
Okay, so
and I'm
he is
going
gonna
to
get
cast
D4.
D4 and yeah.
We're just gonna call it D4. Oh, that ain't great.
I'm glad I gave
But he
it to
is
him.
beefy, so he gets a +6. So he just makes it. He just makes it with a 15.
That is very funny. Like, yeah, it's bad, but he gets
I
exactly what he needs as his plus.
What he
Why
does
not?
is he grabs that rope that's tied to the mast, the whole boat
Oh,
just
man.
rocks from his weight, and then he's come swinging
I
down
got
almost
it.
pirate style and barely lands. The knee
So
that's
good.
sore buckles as he hits the deck. And he
Oh,
falls
yeah.
out, but he's
Was
okay.
that a
He manages
advantage
to
for
get
He
down.
totally
both
has
of
to
us
lose that
or
leg,
me?
though.
You
Right?
don't get
Like, he
advantage.
has to.
I okay.
Straight roll
So
plus your
I rolled a 17.
plus athletics.
That's 18, 19, 20, 21.
21 and the one from your guidance, yeah? Well, you only needed a 15. So you managed to,
I got a nat 17.
yeah, so you managed to effectively grab the rope that's tied to the mast and
And just
swing your ass
Tarzan.
down.
I'm just Tarzan down.
Now it's only 20 feet, so you actually do have a 10-foot drop, but you make it no problem.
I don't. I'm cool with
You
that.
land little ankle sore, but you're fine. And everybody's on the deck of the ship as Greg pops back up.
Okay.
Thanks very much, everybody.
Internet. We now have a pirate crew, sort of. Not really, but we basically do. So,
You're in the army now.
oh yeah, all these prisoners, they're part of our crew now. They have to be.
I'm
They
a
don't get a choice.
pirate.
So we need a name for the guy we've been calling the big guy. He needs a name. He
Actually,
that's gonna be
big guy.
Levi's backup character.
100%, whatever. He
Levi,
Yeah,
maybe
if
He
Levi
100% has
shows
to
up.
lose that leg and get a peg leg eventually. It'll be good. Maybe he doesn't get a peg leg, but he gets like, get a good
Right.
Long John Silver going on. Get him a crutch.
You can give him his pirate name.
Oh, his pirate name, yeah. Obviously, Nubisar has a name. Thank you, Nubisar. And we definitely need Tiefling Mom, Tiefling Daughter. I think those are all the relevant people that don't have names. Anyone else you want to throw? Go ahead.
I
But
guess I need
yeah. All those people need names.
I need a pirate.
So name our stuff. Hashtag NOS is at SideQuest Live. All one word on Twitter, Instagram. The
I will
places.
make art for all these characters, and we'll put those up as Instagram things, and you can put them as comments.
And this has been SideQuest Live. Thanks so much for tuning in. Don't forget to hit us up in all the places. Name our stuff. And thanks very much for playing, guys. This was a lot of fun. And thanks very much for all the listeners, especially those dialing in from Australia. We love you guys, and we're thinking of you
What?
down there. We've got quite a bit of a
Really?
following down there. We've also got Texas
Awesome.
is dialing in and bid in California. So thanks very much in Germany and so on. So
That's
keep
my
hitting up.
friend Kat from Texas. Love you.
Oh, absolutely. Well, that's why we're getting the Texas love. That's
Yeah.
awesome. All right, so thanks very much for listening, and we'll see you soon.
Bye.